Own peril.
Oh wait, hold on. That looks even, right? It's about even.
Yeah, sure. Well, I don't know if am I just sitting far in?
Put this up here. I don't know what to charge.
There was a lot of news.
Lots of crazy news too. Especially
Yeah, I honestly
stuff.
I was so tired. I've been working my ass off, so I only got like the past week worth of news. So
I did too.
That's all we need.
Anything further than that, I didn't get.
There wasn't anything last week. It's all or nothing from the week before. Damn it!
I know they did some kind of like Final Fantasy fucking like thing.
Yeah, I would say if mine's working, then it's.
Could you hear like yourself through the thing?
Yeah.
It might just be that you can't hear me through it. I think I gotta turn the focus right, control on.
Really?
Now,
excuse us while we handle our technical difficulties.
Check mine, see if you can hear it now.
Yep, we're hot.
Yep.
Hot mics.
Oh,
Hot and steamy. Fresh out the.
Are we? Have
studio?
we fixed the Facebook situation?
Yeah,
yet?
I fixed it. It should be showing up on the group now.
Noise.
Is it?
I don't know. Hang on, let me look.
Very nice.
Game
Speak.
Oh yeah, look. There's me looking dumb.
I thought you were gonna say dope. But
I did too.
dumb.
All right.
All right. Anyways,
show on the road.
going
Yeah,
into the
let's do it.
podcast in 3, 2, 1. Yo, and hello, and welcome to Game Speak Podcast. New episodes go up for free feed subscribers every Wednesday in audio format on Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, Google Play, Spotify, and all of your favorite podcast platforms, as well as in video format on YouTube, so you can see us in stunning HD. Blimey, where we need you to hit subscribe and click that notification bell. We are streaming live every Monday at 7:50 p.m. CST on twitch.tv/GameSpeak Podcast, facebook.com/group/GameSpeak Podcast. If you want to catch the show as it happens before anyone else, be sure to go ahead and join our ever-growing community in the GameSpeak Podcast Discord at dsc.gg/GameSpeak Podcast. I almost went Australian to hang a tie. I'm getting better at going longer without going into Australian. Battle and catch Pokemon, get show updates, find friends to play games with, and so much more. This show is 3 BFS, bringing you the hottest video game news of the week. I'm one of your hosts, Jamel Al-Jafra, alongside Brett Bass and Devin Mayer.
Hello, mate.
Hello, Mike.
Hello, Governor.
Hello, love.
Hello.
No, I was just about to give you commendations, too, for going so long.
I almost
switching
made
to
it.
Australian.
I had to
killing
like pitch my voice up to make it stay because like
You went into Peaky Blinders territory.
Peaky
There
Blinders.
for a second, yeah.
There's
yeah.
a movie coming out for Peaky Blinders.
Really?
Like, soonish.
With Killian Murphy.
I might
or
have
no?
to take
no,
a
it's like
peeky.
the end. It's like the end cap of the series. Like,
What did you say?
Nothing.
Brett's like
Forget it.
like dropping like funny ass jokes. We have no idea what he
Not funny at all.
I was gonna say somebody tried to tell me the other day, and I think it might have been you. No, it was Byram and it was Brian. Fuck you guys. No, I'm just kidding. But they tried to tell me that Ewan McGregor in like as Obi-Wan doesn't have a British accent. I was like, y'all are fucking crazy. It's a British accent. Hello there. Like, is that not British?
it's not.
What?
It's not as British as it is more just proper.
I didn't even know Ewan
English.
McGregor was British.
No, he's not.
Just like talking
Oh.
about
But
how
Obi-Wan,
talks.
like Obi-Wan, like they all talk with a British accent except for like Anakin.
I think
No. What?
it's more
A
like
lot of them do.
Mace Windu does not have a British accent.
No.
bro.
Okay, hold on.
What are we talking?
tired of these motherfuckers.
Hold
Sip
on,
on this
hold on.
motherfucker. No, in my opinion,
The only
it
people who have a
leans-
British accent are like the royalty, like Queen Amidala, and like. You know what I mean?
But it's British though, right?
I don't think it's British. It's more like proper old.
Some of them
old
kind
Listen,
of
English.
have a
listen.
British
Proper old
accent.
English.
Hold up.
Hello there.
What is this music?
I don't know. Hold on.
Hello there.
Is that not British?
It's like I was saying.
Okay,
it's a little bit British,
yeah,
but I
it's
think
a little
it's more
British. Yeah,
prop-
no. Now that you mention it,
I think
but
it's more
not
proper
like
English than British.
Yeah, it's like
Like old English.
Like here's like the original Obi-Wan.
Did I ever tell you about Ahsoka Tano?
That doesn't sound
That's-
British.
that's
That
just
just sounds
proper-
like you know the
Proper
Twilight
English.
Zone, like
Old
Rod
English.
Sterling or something.
No, dude, you're not listening. Listen to the
Okay.
Did I
accent.
ever tell you about Ahsoka Tano?
No, it's not.
She
What?
was your father's exotic teenage alien apprentice, a fine piece of jailbait from a more civilized age.
Oh, that's not even him.
Yeah, what? Hold on.
That's one of those AI things. I was like, wait a minute, that does not sound like you.
Oh, jeez.
Hold on, mate.
We're off to a great start. Okay, here we go.
I was once a Jedi Knight, the same as your father.
Yeah.
Your father. Like, I don't know. I hear the
It's like a
British.
touch British, but it's like I think it's more like old proper English.
I think young Obi-Wan sounds a lot more British than fucking old Obi-Wan. That's for sure.
I'm still laughing at what he just said.
Fine piece of jailbait.
God.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway.
man.
So, what have you guys been up to?
It's
It's been a long time.
I don't know if you can see it in the camera too well. I have a healing black eye from getting sucker punched at Galveston Mardi Gras.
Yeah,
I
tell
think
us.
it's a case of mistaken identity. We're not sure. It was me and my whole family sitting at a bar, and these two, like this guy, older guy and his wife, come sit at the bar, and we were being nice with everybody, cordial. We'd already made friends with like so many people at this point, right? And I don't know if he thought I said something to him or what, but he was directly to my left, and I'm just chilling. I think I was talking to my stepdad, who was right to my right, and like out of nowhere, this left hook just catches me clean in my eye, cuts my eye, like blackens it and everything. So I immediately go to fighting him, but it was so like shoulder to shoulder crowded everywhere in Galveston during Mardi Gras. We got grabbed up super quick and taken out. Thankfully, no cops got involved.
I wonder if there's a video circulating around right now of this.
I want to see it because I just want to make sure that I got some good licks in.
We have to go back.
I just want to know, like, what, like, maybe, like, if we could see why he punched you in the
Yeah.
first
Maybe
place.
he
like
thought I
somebody
said
got the
something.
narrative, like some guy's like filming and he's like sitting there and he's like, man, I really hate that guy. And then like,
because like
Maybe somebody sucker punched him, and
Yeah.
then he turned around and he he thought it was you.
or
and
maybe
he's-
somebody bumped into him really hard.
I don't know.
I have no idea because like
I don't know.
he had a shit-eating grin when he was sloshed. His wife was
Yeah.
trying to pull him out. Like as soon as they walked into the bar, his wife was trying to pull him out to like leave like the Strand altogether because he
Yeah.
was fucked up. And when he came and sat down, he had a shit-eating grin on his face. So I think he was just looking for a fight, and I was the fucking unsuspecting target. I think is
That's
literally how it
crazy.
went down because I asked all my family who was in the like exact vicinity of all this. I was like, did I say something to him that I don't fucking remember? And they're like, no. Like my mom was even like talking to his wife for a little bit before it happened.
that's the weird part is that there's like some kind of communication you guys had.
Yeah,
So
Yeah.
like
it's got to be
and
something
if
from
I
that.
did say anything to him, like I am fucking friendly as hell when I've been drinking, especially whiskey. Like I talk
You're like
to
always
everybody.
super friendly.
Like
yeah.
I'm a nice guy in general.
Maybe
So,
he
like,
doesn't like nice guys.
Maybe he thought I said something to him. I don't know. Maybe he knew I was a construction man.
I'm still on the alternate Devin theory where there's just like a dude who looks exactly like you walking around out there.
I always get the hey, you look like this person
That's
a
what I'm
lot
saying.
because I'm
that
just a generic.
person is out there, dude, and he's
Dude, I'm
fucking
just a
doing some crazy shit.
I'm a generic.
just like off in
ass
the
white
corner
boy.
watching. He's got like a hood on, you know, and like a little mustache. Imagine it's like it's you with a mustache.
He looked over. There's a
don't know.
wanted poster on the wall.
Yeah,
and
he like
you.
sticks his dagger in it and then leaves.
Nah, I don't know. Like none of my family that was like right there heard any like shit talking. Nothing. I wasn't even looking at him when he fucking hit me. Like because that's why I cut my eye here because it like he caught me and then like it passing back like tore my fucking eyelid.
Ow.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Fucking piece of shit. If I see him again, it's on sight.
Yeah.
I don't remember what he looks like, but it's going down. You punch
no,
like
no, I
the guy
remember.
that looks like him.
No, I remember what he looks like. I fucking remember what he looks like. Like I was not
Yeah.
blacked out drunk, and that's another thing. Like I was on the verge. Don't get me wrong. We've been drinking since like 2 or 3. I was on the verge of getting fucked up, but I was not blackout. And like I remember specifically like asking him like, "Hey, how's it going?" Like as soon as they sat down, and I'm pretty sure that was the only thing that I fucking said to him. Like and then caught a left hook. So fun times.
Yeah, it's just another.
I want to be
story.
going back next year. I'm gonna sit in the same spot and I'm gonna look for him.
if
you-
you're listening,
Hey, you seen this guy? He's just like showing a picture of him. It's like drawn.
But yeah, so there was that. Other than that, great time.
I was about to say,
Gal-
yeah. How was the rest of your Mardi
yeah,
Gras?
I mean, Galveston Mardi Gras. It was. I mean, I didn't. Didn't see no titties, so I was a little disappointed in that.
Jeez. Yeah. Sounds like
maybe,
the worst Mardi Gras ever.
maybe I wasn't
No,
in the
I'm
right
just
place.
kidding. I'm just kidding.
Fucking didn't see no titties. Got sucker punched. Like,
Were you throwing beads?
no.
Oh, that's.
I was.
Isn't that
No.
why? Or
That's
like
the problem.
that's
Well,
how
no.
it works, right?
So like Galveston Mardi Gras is a lot more tame than New Orleans.
well,
Like,
yeah, it's Galveston.
fucking.
I went to New Orleans one time for Mardi Gras, and it was literally the craziest thing I've ever seen
Yeah.
in my entire life.
I
There
mean,
was like rats running up the street, and they were like just standing there watching the parade, like eating whole pieces of pizza. Like it was crazy, bro.
Just
I mean,
wearing
people-
Mardi Gras beads, like I
People just
the rat.
pissing in the street. I'm not exaggerating
Oh,
either.
no,
like,
yeah, I've
like
heard-
it was fucking nuts, dude. Like,
Yeah. There was plenty of beads getting thrown around, and like there's people up on the balconies, at the Strand. They have all those balconies. People were like tossing a shit ton of beads, but because there's like, especially during the day, there's a lot of like just families and kids and shit out there. So like it stays tame. I'm assuming we kind of like
Not trying to
were-
catch an indecent exposure charge.
Yeah, and we were kind of sticking to the bars whenever it got later. I hear at night it gets a little more risque, but we were kind of, unfortunately, we were staying in the bar, which led to me getting sucker punched. But
Yeah.
but yeah. Other than that, it was a great time.
At least he didn't get robbed.
yeah, it could have been worse.
Could have been worse.
I was
Sure.
honestly thinking whenever like you said this whole story, I was like, I wonder if this was just an elaborate plot for the wife to just like rob you
Take
guys
your wallet.
blind. Yeah,
Yeah. You could have been
well.
robbed. You could have been stabbed.
you're the
Could have been
distraction.
shot.
Yeah.
But you just got punched. That's it.
Could have
Yeah,
also
okay.
fought back
And,
too, but
and you didn't even pass out. It's not like you got knocked out or anything. You
No.
just got punched in the eye.
No.
Yeah, that's it. No,
I
think
just-
of it that way.
I wish it wasn't as crowded, so I could have gave him his well deserved, but he definitely didn't get it as bad.
That's
as
when
he
you just
should've.
swing on the next person you see. Just kidding.
Nah.
Just like
Slippery slope here.
Yeah.
I don't know,
That's how
dude.
you-
that's the rules.
That's how you get. That's how you get jumped.
Like I was on that guy's side, but after that, yeah. But anyways, yeah. Anything?
Fucking Sam. Oh, dude. Today I saw something really cool. I heard a bird that you don't normally fucking hear around here. Like they were like going crazy. It was two bald eagles going
Oh.
at it. They were fighting in the air. They were either fighting or fucking.
Just like murder.
Hopefully they were fucking. We need more bald eagles.
Right.
I think they were actually like they don't just like
Yeah.
fight. They like when they
That would be
they
epic,
mate.
though.
They like grab
Lock-
each other's claws and then they spin around.
Yeah, so
they
were,
do dive
They
bombs.
were like screeching, and I heard, and for whatever reason, my idiot brain was like, seagull?
That's the
I was
most American thing you could have possibly witnessed on a fucking like just. What were
Randomly.
you driving or what?
No,
You were
I had just gotten
walking?
out of one of the houses one of my houses under construction. I was walking to my truck, and I just hear these fucking birds just screaming and going crazy. And for some reason, my idiot brain was like, seagull?
They don't sound like what they sound like in the movies. They're not like.
No, they absolutely do.
They sound like fucking seagulls.
No. Well, for one of the first screeches did, but then they did another screech, and it was literally out of a fucking movie, bald eagle screech.
I've never heard one actually do that before. They've always sounded like fucking seagulls.
I've
to me.
never heard. I've seen multiple bald eagles before, but I never heard any of them do their
Screech.
their screech. But I guess because these ones were fucking, they were being
Fired
real loud
up,
about
yeah.
it.
I always thought that was just like a made up thing for movies.
No, it
that's
is
a real thing.
absolutely no, because
Yeah,
the
dude,
first.
bald eagles make like crazy noises. All eagles.
No, but
like,
like the typical. It's almost like a Wilhelm
like a-
scream of bird.
Like it's like a whistle and then a screech, and yeah, here I'm pulling it up.
Yeah, look up the bald eagle screech.
I
But
think bald eagles make like probably a lot of different noises.
yeah,
know?
but there's one in every movie
yeah,
where
the one they.
the
yeah, let's see. I'm sure that's like a real bald eagle screech they ripped for the movie, though.
yeah. See, they
Yeah,
sound like
it
that.
Was that. It sounded exactly like that.
That's not what they sound like in movies.
Look up like
Yes, it is. Look up any.
No, hold up. I know what Jamel's talking about.
Yeah,
though,
it's
like,
not that. Yeah, it's like that one thing. Like every time you see them flying over the horizon, and it's just like.
I don't know. Every time I think of.
You know what I'm talking
I
about?
know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah,
Are you talking about just like a straight screech, like not the chirp?
yeah, like the
Yeah.
screech that they make.
Yeah.
But every time I think of bald eagles, like a sound, like, and we're talking like a movie, it's like looking over like some Alaskan water or some shit.
See, this
and then
is-
you hear that.
Here,
in
this
the
is the
background.
cinematic. Oh, I did it pretty good. I was pretty
Yeah,
close.
that was pretty good, dude.
That's the
Yeah.
cinematic eagle screech, but that's not what they sound
That's
like.
just like
do
basic
a real,
eagle.
Do a
Yeah.
real eagle screech. Hold up. Look, real bald eagle screech.
I just did one. That was.
That's their screech. That's literally their full-on screech.
Yo,
It has the
what?
church-
Y'all
yeah.
are blowing
So-
my mind right now,
But
dude.
I think it's the red-tailed hawk that makes the.
It makes up. Yeah,
Well,
the
red-tailed hawks are way more badass, but way
They-
less American than.
yeah.
Yeah.
Red-tailed hawks do like the basic just screech. That's what he's talking about.
Damn.
But no, I heard that. I heard like the actual like bald eagle screech, and I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And I looked up and like fucking 600 feet, like they were pretty damn high up, but still close enough that I could see the white head and then the white tail feathers, and they just like fucking collided, and I was like, that's fucking cool. I was like almost like saluted for some reason. I don't
yeah, dude.
You just have to salute. But yeah, so
Crack
check this
open
out.
a PVR real fast.
Hollywood tricked a lot of us. The screech many people associate with a bald eagle actually belongs to a different bird, the red-tailed hawk. Fun fact, the
fuck.
bald
Yeah.
eagle scream heard in most movies and television shows is actually the call of the red-tailed
You
hawk.
guys are actually blasting my brain out the back of my skull.
I guess because
right
I'm
now.
an animal expert, I just knew.
I
actually an ornithologist.
I didn't know
All right,
about
y'all
that.
fucked up. We're doing hawk trivia.
I don't
I'm
wanna-
just kidding.
But also, dude, apparently there's actually a lot of bald eagles around here. If you go over to
No, they're not uncommon at all.
no, I'm saying specifically in the woodlands. Like
No,
if there's like
there's a nest. They
Yeah.
nest in the like right where Hughes Landing is. So
exactly.
I used to do. Fun fact, actually, whenever I was working for the safety company, one of the buildings that I serviced for their first aid and shit, their building was right next to that patch of like pine. There's literally a little small sliver of like pine trees right before the lake that all these like big buildings have now kind of encompassed. But there's like these bald eagles that return every year to nest there. And one year, and like photographers tried to like weasel their way through all this security and of these buildings and stuff to try to get pictures of them, and they literally have to keep police on site to like kick these photographers and shit out, to not like disturb the birds. But this building that I was servicing, they had a window in their like one of their lunchrooms that like perfectly just looked right at the fucking nest.
That's so cool.
And they even had like a piece of tape to kind of like help you like look to where it was.
Oh, I'll be
and-
watching that all day.
Yeah, and one year I saw it and could see him like chilling in the nest. It was
Nice.
It was really cool.
That's really cool.
That's what's
But yeah,
up.
bald eagles are actually pretty common in Texas though. They're not like super common, but they're not like
I've seen
rare.
one.
Yeah, I've seen at least 7 different times, like in different parts of Texas too.
Nice.
Multiple times in the woodlands. One time down at the coast. Couple times down at the coast. One time in Madisonville. There was some that used to nest around Lake
Yeah,
Madisonville.
those ones are on meth probably.
But no, cool as shit, man. It was. I looked up, saw them collide, and I was like, "Damn, I'm probably never gonna fucking see that again." Like,
No, probably not. But that's AJ, my brother, like used to just go and bird watch them in the woodlands
dude,
for like a
they're
long
dope,
time.
man. They're so big too. Like if you see them up close, they're fucking huge. Like
Yeah.
they are large birds. When I saw the one in Madisonville, this was forever ago. It landed in a tree, and we were able to like walk up and get fucking like within 20 feet of it, and it was just massive, dude.
Yeah, those things huge. They can pick up dogs, like
Yeah,
little dogs
that's
and stuff.
terrifying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what else did you guys do?
Yeah. What did y'all do?
Nothing like eagles.
Yeah, I didn't have any bald eagles or like fist fights or anything. My-
Another fun fact about red-tailed hawks, though, is if you can. Sorry, I meant to say this. One time. If you can like imitate their screech with a whistle, you can get them to fucking like call back to you sometimes.
Nice.
Damn.
I used to
that's
do that as a
cool.
kid. A little fun, yeah. Try it
We
next
used to
time you
do
see
it
it.
with the Bob Whites back in the day. The little. You can.
Oh, yeah,
you can
those.
whistle at those guys and they'll
Yeah,
It's
whistle
like
back at you.
you whistling at Bob's? Like what?
Not Bob White.
I don't know what they're really called, but my dad used to call them Bob Whites.
I imagine that's a reference to like some famous person and like
I think it's just because they're whenever they whistle, it sounds like they're going Bob White.
really? You think so?
I don't know.
Let's look up who Bob White is. Northern Bob White.
No,
That's what
it's
they're
called a Bob
called.
White.
They're called the Bob White.
Wow.
Yeah.
I thought your dad just had like this like fucking reference to like a famous person from his time that was like, oh, the old Bob Whites, you know?
But yeah.
He's like laughing, inside of his own head. Like he's like, yeah, he doesn't get it, but it's hilarious. Bob White's a guy who just makes noises like that. I don't know. But anyways, anything else?
Yeah, let's see. What did I do? Hold on. Oh yeah. Okay, so I got a job. I've been working a lot lately.
Where are you at now?
No, it's the Outback job.
Oh yeah.
But I finally actually started working, and I've just been going hard.
Yeah.
I finally got like 2 days off in a row coming up
Hell
tomorrow.
yeah.
So
been working hard. Yeah.
I'm just turning my fucking phone off. I'm not gonna answer it.
Nice. Oh, for work. Like, if they call you.
No, you guys can still call me. I'm not really gonna turn it off, but
I'm not.
I might actually
I
block
refuse
every
to call
person that I work with and not.
They're like, what the fuck? Brent's just gone.
I'm gonna just be MIA for 2 days. But yeah, I've been working a lot, but I got a little money, and I went on Amazon. And I was like, okay, I want to like notepad I can like write with and stuff, but I was like, I don't want to like spend a lot of money at all. You know what I mean?
Like a pen and paper notepad, or
no, like a
work,
laptop. You know
okay,
what I
like
mean?
a work pad.
Yeah, but I was
notebook?
like, I don't need it
Like
for
a
anything other than just writing and like storing files
The
and writing. You know
Google, the Chromebook.
Yeah, so that's what I was like. I looked into. I was like,
Yeah.
fuck yeah, I'll just get a Chromebook.
Mm-hmm.
So I went online. I found a Chromebook that was like $65.
Oh yeah,
What?
dude.
Yes.
I knew they were cheap, but
Bro,
goddamn.
well, it's refurbished, okay.
Well, even still,
I
like-
got it on Amazon, and it's gonna be here on Wednesday. So I got a $65 Chromebook and 2 flash drives to go with it to store all my shit on and transfer files. Because I looked it up. As long as I keep the format FAT32, it should be able to like work between Windows and Chrome OS. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I could take the files off of both things and transfer them to what I mean, and just work on either system. You know what I mean? That's
Yeah.
that's my thought process. It might not work out that
No,
way.
dude, all those like all the word processing shit, except for put Apple's bullshit aside.
Yeah.
It all translates to each other pretty fine.
Yeah, the only problem you're gonna run into with the $65 Chromebook is like it's gonna be so slow, like opening up programs and stuff, because like you're basically.
It's got a super slow processor, but it's
Yeah.
got 4 gigabytes of RAM and
I mean,
like.
to run a word processor.
That's what I'm saying.
nothing.
Like,
No, I'm just saying like you're so used to your PC when you open that thing. And it takes like 20 seconds for a program to open up. You're gonna like be like, "What the fuck?"
all I
You'll
need
get
to
used
open
to
up
it, though.
is the fucking the
Word.
Word document thing.
Oh, I'm just talking about the boot process, dude. Imagine how long it's gonna take for that
I'm
shit
just
to
never
boot
gonna
up.
turn it off.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is dope though. That's badass.
Yeah, I mean, if it really sucks, I mean, it's just $65. So I
No,
figured,
it's not gonna suck. I'm just saying, like,
no, I mean, even if it does suck,
Yeah.
like I was thinking, this is just a trial thing because I'd rather have Windows anyways, and like the
Yep.
cheapest Windows laptops are like
Couple hundred.
Well, not even
Nah,
like you can get them
yeah.
for like 150 to like
Yeah.
200 for like a entry level,
Just
laptop running Windows 11. You know what I mean? But like it's real bare bones, but it's better than the shit that I just bought. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, I
Yeah.
mean, the Chromebooks have pretty good like reviews on just being like nothing fancy, like literally just Word, like Microsoft Suite or like the Office Suite.
yeah.
you could technically just use a tablet and like have a Bluetooth keyboard. You know?
Yeah.
I don't really
Yeah.
like the detachable. I want it to all just be attached to each other. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
want to like have to keep track of it because I'll
Well,
lose that shit.
Because they have like the ones like that fold it, like the detachable keyboard's like connected.
Yeah.
And you
Well,
just
I
like
also
fold
like
it.
the thing I like about it being so cheap is that like I can like be rough with it and not worry
Oh, yeah.
about like if it breaks, I'm not gonna like fucking be
You're not
like,
gonna be
oh
out.
no,
Yeah.
Like I want something I can just like throw in my fucking bag and like if it fucking breaks, it breaks. You know what I mean? Like that's kind of the mentality I want to have. You know what I mean? Like.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's all in the cloud. You know, it's Chrome. So
Well,
like,
it's all going to be on a flash drive. I've got 2 detachable flash drives that I'm going to save everything on.
oh yeah, but if you're using Google Docs at
Just-
all,
yeah,
it's
but say
it's
run
going to be
Google-
in the cloud anyways.
I'm not using Google
Oh,
Docs.
okay.
You know,
Okay.
Doesn't want his writing to leak.
Yeah, don't want it leaked out.
Well, I have like OneDrive or something, but like
Yeah.
my storage space has been full for a long time, and like I don't want to buy more. And I
Yeah,
don't
what is
really,
it? Well, it's like only like 5 or 10 gigabytes free, right? Or maybe
I've
more
got
than that.
5 gigabytes. That's like been like
Yeah,
I said,
same.
it's
Yeah.
been full. You know what I mean? Like
on Docs, I think I pay like $1.99 a month for like 100 gigs or something of
Hell
like
no.
document space. Like, just I don't know. I mean, $2 a month for like unlimited, basically doc saving.
I bought a
It's pretty nice.
fucking flash drive for like $8, and I can have it forever.
Oh, that's true. But until the flash drive dies. But
or corrupts. Be careful with
I
that.
can just transfer the files to the other flash drive because it's a 2-pack of flash drives.
I'm talking redundancy here, Brent. Like, I'd say it if it broke. Like, but I mean, it'll be
I'm
fine.
just saying, I feel
I've
like,
got it in the cloud.
okay,
baby.
let's
All right.
let's be real though. If we put it on an HDD,
Mm-hmm.
you know, a hard disk drive, you know what I mean? Like
Uh-huh.
you could probably recover the fucking data off the drive, even if the
You really
like,
need it
you know
to,
what
yeah.
I mean?
Yeah, of course.
So theoretically, I feel more like secure with my shit on one of those bad boys than fucking, you know,
Yeah.
than I just don't trust the cloud, man.
yeah, you sound
you
like
know?
a real boomer right now.
I'm just saying,
Look,
man,
old man.
Yeah.
the more all
The internet is advancing.
Do we even know what this cloud is? You know, where is the cloud? Yeah,
I'm
like,
just saying,
how do we get there?
we got games getting pulled off of like just not existing anymore. What's that
Yeah.
game that was like Insurgency Sandstorm or something like
So-
that?
oh, that got dropped off?
No.
It was something like that. It was like fucking oh god, what was
A
it?
bunch of games get pulled.
I
Yeah.
No,
saw-
what was the one that was like kind of controversial, but everybody loved it? It was like a third-person shooter set in the desert. It was like a PS3 game.
Oh, Spec Ops?
Spec Ops: The Line. Yeah,
That got pulled off of
I
everything?
think it got pulled off. It's either Spec Ops or that other one I just mentioned. One of those two games.
It wasn't Insurgency.
Yeah, 'cause that game's
Insurgency's-
still up.
Yeah, and it's
Okay.
getting pretty
I
popular
think
now.
it
That
was
has
Spec
console
Ops.
release.
Hang on, look it up. Look it up. We talked about this on the podcast a little while
Game.
ago.
Wait, Desert?
We know what you're talking about, though. Like,
Yeah.
there's been plenty
Yeah.
of like. There was another. There was something. Oh, like fucking the Crunchyroll and Funimation merger.
Yeah.
So it finally happened. Completely. Like Funimation is now completely absorbed into Crunchyroll, and apparently a bunch of people, like everyone who had like bought like digital copies of like volumes of anime or whatever from Funimation, just lost it. They don't have it anymore because
Oh,
Funimation doesn't fucking exist.
no.
Yeah, it was Spec Ops: The Line. I didn't realize that
Yeah.
game got pulled off.
I get where you're coming
And
from.
it's a good game. I mean, we just lost that now, unless you're like, sneaky.
I thought you could play this on
getting it.
Steam or
Yeah.
something. But anyways,
what else did you do, Brent?
yeah.
That's pretty much it. I worked a bunch. I got my cheap laptop. I went to HEB, tried their Alfredo sauce they sell. Pretty fucking good.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice. Yeah,
I like HEB.
Yeah, HEB products just go hard. For those of our listeners that aren't in Texas, we have a store here called HEB.
It's a grocery store.
Henry
grocery
E.
store.
Butts. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that what?
That's literally what it stands
Nuh-uh,
for.
don't
Henry
lie.
E. Butts. Yeah, look it
Don't
up.
fucking lie.
That's his name, bro.
Are you serious?
Henry E. Butts. Yeah.
No wonder he went with HEB.
Henry
Yeah.
eats butts.
Imagine
I
if
don't
we
know.
were
at-
No
Yeah,
one
I
knows
went
what the E stands
Went
for.
to Butts Grocery the other
And the
day.
E is for excellent.
Henry Excellent Butts. Like, yeah.
Howard E. Butts.
Howard E. Butts. That's what it was.
Honestly, that's
But now
even
they-
better.
Yeah.
But how are these butts? But now they claim that it stands for here everything's better.
Yeah, I would too.
That's like their
But
slogan.
like,
Why did fucking Howard get canceled or something? Why are we just...
he been eating too many butts.
He's been
and,
eating
like,
too many
That's
butts.
like it. Literally, his name used to be like Howard E. Bartholomew or something, and then like he got HEB and got popular, and like he was just like change my name to E. Butts. They're like we're gonna
Are you
cancel.
serious?
Jamel's just
I
the
can't tell if
fucking
you're joking or
historian
not.
on
No, no,
HEB.
no. I made all that shit.
Oh, okay. Gosh,
God damn.
your jokes run so deep, it's just hard to tell sometimes.
I'm sorry.
No, I love it,
I
yeah.
live in a fake world.
What did you do or supposedly did?
Oh,
this week?
this week, yeah. So I did watch like this documentary. I don't know if you guys have ever seen this documentary. It's about whenever Nicolas Cage stole the Declaration of Independence to keep it from being stolen from this other guy.
Only the greatest cinematic film of our generation.
The movie's so good, dude.
Yeah, it really is.
National treasure.
It's such a fun movie.
Only surpassed
documentary.
by a sequel.
It's like, like we owe Nicolas Cage a lot in this world, like especially as Americans, like
saving our
patriots.
democracy.
Have you guys seen that movie where Nicolas Cage gets hired by Pedro Pascal to come out?
Oh,
He's
yeah.
like a drug lord, and they like fall in love. Like they don't fall in love.
I haven't
but they, like,
seen
become
it, but
Best
yeah.
friends.
It's like I thought that was the one about Nicolas Cage.
It is.
It
It's
is,
about
yeah.
Nicolas
The something of like something talent. It's like
the glorious weight, or no, the
the
massive weight of
something talent.
the unbearable weight of massive talent.
Yeah.
It was good. It wasn't like the best movie I've ever seen, but it was a fun movie.
I heard it was pretty funny.
Yeah,
I still
worth
think
watching.
out of the decades of Nicolas Cage movies, National Treasure is the best Nicolas Cage movie he's ever done. Like,
I don't know, man.
there's so many good Nicolas Cage movies.
It's
but
definitely
It's
probably
the
my
best.
If we're gonna like sit here and be real for a second,
I also like The Sorcerer's Apprentice.
I really enjoyed Lord of War a lot.
Lord of War was good,
I didn't see that.
but it wasn't National Treasure. Like
National Treasure is a good movie.
National Treasure is iconic.
Also, National Treasure is basically like it's like a more exciting version of the Da Vinci Code. Like
Yeah.
that's all it is. It's like instead of like this worldwide, like no one cares about world history. All we want is the American history, baby. And so like
It really is just like the Da Vinci Code in a lot of ways.
just Americanized. and like you got the funny guy, like who's there the whole time, and he's just like, there's not a map on the back of the Declaration of Independence. He's like, oh my gosh, there's a map on the back of the like I love that kind of humor from the early 2000s. It was just funny, like where
The quips.
the quips. Yeah, and like you got to have the quip guy. And he was there. He was basically Josh from Drake and Josh, but like, just in this movie. they have one in almost every movie back then. Yeah. But it's great. Go back and watch it if you haven't seen it in a long time. It's on Hulu. So you don't have to pay for it or nothing.
I like when there's a quip guy in a horror movie.
Yeah,
You know what
that's
I mean?
always great.
Like the comic relief.
Like in Scream, the guy's like making all the jokes and.
What was that movie? Sinister, I think, where the cop shows up.
Oh yeah.
And he's like, I don't know.
He was great. The
was
cops
good,
were the best part. I don't think that was Sinister.
Was it Sinister?
He's making jokes.
Yeah.
Because like the cops, only the one cop liked him, like the author, but then the other cops did not like him.
No, the
and wanted
one
him out of
cop
town.
is what I'm talking about. Like his dopey cop friend who like helps him throughout the movie.
Yeah.
you know?
No, it wasn't the cops. It was the guys who did all the. Was it the cops or was it the
It was a
paranormal
cop.
investigator
it was
people?
A cop, for
Okay.
No,
sure,
you're thinking
yeah.
wrong. You're thinking
I'm mixing
of
them all
Insidious.
up. They're all the same movie.
Yeah, you're thinking of Insidious. Sinister. You're right with Sinister. I just recently watched
Yeah,
Sinister.
I like
Good-
Sinister.
good
they're
fucking movie.
they're all
It's a
made
great
by the
movie.
same guy. They're all made by James Wan.
I don't think.
I feel like-
Sinister's. I think Sinister. You're thinking of the universe. The
Yeah, you're thinking of Conjuring and
Conjuring universe,
and
yeah.
Insidious and all that.
Who did
Annabelle.
who did? No, he did do the wait. So
I don't think he did Sinister.
okay, James Wan movies. This is important, okay, because
Scott Derrickson.
Scott Derrickson. Okay, so he did not do Sinister.
No. Sinister's the one with the films and the demon that like fucks around with the films or lives in the films. Like the films of the families getting fucking murdered. Like somebody in the family.
I just gotta say, we owe a lot to this guy. Okay.
What all has he done? Let's look at his.
I mean, I'm not
body
trying to
of work for a
discredit-
second.
No.
James
I'm
Wan.
just saying, James Wan did all the Saw movies.
Holy shit.
Wow.
Like, except I don't know if he did the first one. I know he did all of the rest of them though. That's
that's
sure.
honestly impressive still, despite how bad some of the later Saw movies are.
Yeah.
You still got to give it to the guy.
Straight up, and he did the new
A lot of cool practical effects in those movies.
the 2021 Mortal Kombat movie.
Oh yeah.
He
okay.
did Demonic,
Not a
which came
great
out
movie, but,
2015. he did Spiral, the reboot of Saw, which I thought was pretty good.
I watched that while I was at work a long time ago. So
not bad.
It wasn't bad. Like I just didn't give it my full attention. So but I liked it more than the most recent Saw movie that came out, like Saw X or whatever, where they're like sucking the eyeballs out.
I didn't.
No,
see
he
that
did do
one.
the first Saw.
Oh, he did. So he did do the first Saw. Yeah. He did Annabelle.
That's impressive.
He did Insidious. Annabelle, all the Insidious movies, all the Annabelle movies. He did all the he did the Curse of the La Llorona movie. He did the Nun movies. He did Dead Silence back in the day.
Wow.
He did Furious 7. He randomly did a Fast and the Furious movie.
He needed to take a little break from the horror shit. Really.
He did Megan,
Megan,
that new Megan movie. He did Night Swim, which came out like recently.
This man is rich as fuck right now, dog.
Dude, everything he
did
touches.
Megan?
Yeah,
Wait,
he
did he produce it or did he direct it?
I think he directed. No, he didn't direct. He produced. You're right. Okay, but he had his hands in a lot of it.
Yeah, for sure.
But he also did Malignant. He did.
I'm sure a lot of the spin-off like movies like he didn't direct, you know what I mean? Like I think like with The Conjuring and stuff, like he probably definitely did the first in all the series. Like I'm sure he did The Conjuring and
He did do The
Insidious
Conjuring.
and all that. But I don't think he directed like
He did direct
know,
the Malignant.
like what about like Annabelle? I bet he didn't direct Annabelle.
He did.
He did?
Yeah. Well, no. Okay. Hold on.
So, hold on, guys. Fitness Chick 4 says the guy in the middle has huge arms.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks. What? Thank you. But
He's a fitness dude, so it
I'm
kinda
a
works.
fitness guru.
Which one of our friends is making Twitch accounts and comment?
Yeah, like this is the second time, and like, but Dead Silence back in
Trump's over
2007.
here on Twitch. The guy in the middle's freaking jacked.
They're just laughing. The Fitness Chick 4 is just laughing.
But James Wan did do Dead Silence though, which is crazy to me because that was so old, and he did the Aquaman movies. Like, how do you go and do the Aquaman movies too? Like, I just don't. It doesn't make
No.
sense to me.
That's actually such an impressive body of work. Like,
It is.
you know,
It's
like
crazy.
you gotta really
Very
think about like
broad.
what that man has accomplished, and the fact that like since Saw 1 came out, because I think that's how he kickstarted his career. Because I remember stories about how like from the director of Saw 1 about like, oh, we didn't have the money to finance it, so we had to shoot this super low budget movie, and
All in one
basically
room.
that's why it's all in one room. Yeah.
Yep.
So it's like, you know, if that's his first movie, Saw 1 came out in like what
2004?
Yeah.
So since in the last
I was like
20
12.
years, he has put all of that shit out
Yeah.
and produced all of that
He's-
shit.
he's
like
doing
he's
pretty good.
responsible for like
All of
half
the horror
movies
movies, yeah.
that are important right now, you know. And yet he doesn't put his name all over shit. You know what I mean? Like that's.
I mean, I don't know. He's doing the like Conjureverse or whatever, like all those like. I mean,
yeah, but it's not like James Wan
Yeah,
presents. You know what I mean?
I
Like
can
fucking-
attest to that because I didn't know. If you would have told me James Wan, I would have no idea.
Like,
about
look at
all-
fucking Ari Aster. He's made like 3 movies, and everything he's like puts out. It's
Yeah.
like Ari Aster's fucking
Yeah.
Midsummer. Ari Aster did this. I'm Ari Aster.
and
Look
only,
at my movie.
but like Hereditary alone defeats all of James Wan's
it's
entire
a masterpiece,
cinema. Like,
and I'm not arguing that.
like,
you know what I mean?
like it's okay. Like because he did that. He's basically like the Stanley Kubrick of horror, like because
Yeah,
he did
you
that
get a
one
pass.
movie.
You get a
Yeah.
pass with that for sure.
Sorry, we're not the most professional setup
Yeah, we
here.
don't have that.
So like,
Our screen's way back there.
we're just chilling, dude.
Fitness Chick 4 said, "I'm glad I could be the comedic relief of the podcast."
we thank you for that. Devin's got to keep getting back up, but yeah.
And they said, "Can someone please explain Hereditary?"
Oh, it's
jeez.
horrifying. If you
You gotta watch it.
Yeah.
It's almost like I don't want to ruin it because it's like one of the best movies of all time, and everybody should experience it.
definitely.
But also, if you're like super sensitive to horror, it might traumatize you. Like fucking. But basically, you know.
She said she's watched it.
Oh, okay,
Oh,
cool.
okay.
Okay, cool.
What part do you not get though? So like basically
Okay,
this
yeah, let's
family.
explain. Let's break it down then.
There's this family of like well actually I don't even remember how Payman gets involved in the family.
I think
Isn't it like the
It's
grandparents
like a
or something?
grandparents thing. Yeah, it's like passed
Yeah.
down through generations.
Yeah, and it's got to be passed down to the most
I haven't watched it in a minute, so it's like the minute details are kind of escaping me. But like, you know, basically the little girl fucking gets smacked and her ghost tries to like what?
well no it's not. So Payman is trying like basically the grandparents are trying to pass down the payment into the next generation somehow. Like they're offering up one of the kids as a sacrifice,
Yeah.
but he somehow ends up in the girl with the problems, and so he doesn't want that body, I think, is the problem, and so gets her killed so he can go into the dude. I think that's the case. Dude, I haven't seen it in a while, but
Fitness
it's awesome.
Chick Forcehead still scared about the naked old guy in the closet.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that dude. He just comes running out.
I don't remember that at all.
Yeah, it's very quick, and like you don't see him again. It's like around the time where it's around the time where the mom is like,
don't remember that.
Naked
you know,
old guy jump scare.
yeah, and the mom's like on the ceiling, like just slamming her head into the fucking like the cell or the attic door.
Oh,
you know?
yeah, yeah.
And then she like cuts her head off with the string.
I remember
fun
that
times.
part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, just
I thought the kid was the one who cut his head off with the string.
no. The dude. Are you talking about the girl or the dude?
At the end of the movie, the dude's like cutting his.
No, that's her.
That was her.
That was her. Yeah, the
Oh,
dude
man, I gotta
becomes
watch this
Payman.
again. Hold up, I fucking
Yeah,
forgot
I
everything
need-
now.
Payman takes over the dude's body. That's why he needed him. Like, and so whenever he floats up into the thing, like he dies by jumping out the window, and whenever he hits the ground, Payman takes over the body, and then he goes up into the treehouse. And then that's where they're all like, "Oh, Payman,"
Yeah.
they're just waiting for him. Yeah, the mom, they all had to die,
Yeah.
like so they just off themselves.
Shit, man, I need to rewatch this.
God damn it. Fitness Chick Forcehead, he forgot about him? Him and his,
It's been a
him and his
minute,
penis
okay?
are the stars of the show. God damn it.
It
All
was
right,
hereditary. No, just
we've got to move on because we got a lot of news
Yeah,
to
we
cover.
really do.
sorry about that.
Um,
Yeah, just so you guys know, we're using video game news articles from around
Thank
the
you
web.
for the
We didn't even do
interaction,
currently
Fitness
playing
Chick.
yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, my bad. Let's jump into that. I've been playing Warzone, and because that's just what I play. I'm about to be Diamond again. I'm almost there on the new
I've-
season.
I've basically given up on Warzone for now.
And Forza Motorsport. I tried it on Xbox because I couldn't get it to run on my PC correctly. It's all right. It's Forza.
Yeah, honestly, like when you take the open world elements out of like Horizon, like it just kind of gets super boring to me. Like, you know what I mean? It's beautiful, but like I'd honestly sacrifice the beauty for the like fun any day.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. What is it?
Because our setup is trash at the moment.
Yeah,
and
we gotta
don't have our screen that we use to like read all this stuff
Got fucked up.
gave out, and yeah, so it's on a desktop PC behind our camera.
But I'm about to have a $65 laptop, and shit's gonna change. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we could. Yeah. Well,
Just saying, we could do it.
we'll fix the setup soon. So sorry if you feel like we're ignoring you. We're not. It's just because we don't want to make Devin have to jump up and down too much. But
No, it's fine. I don't mind.
But, go ahead.
What have you been playing, Devin?
Motherfucking Helldivers, dude. Helldivers 2.
Oh yeah, how is that?
Oh man,
Everybody seems to be
fucking-
raving about that.
I fucking love it. They're raving about it for a good reason. Like it's a solid co-op bro dude, shoot 'em up, blow shit up, have a great fucking time, and unlock shit and new armor and whatnot. Like, dude, it's we're
Sounds
really
a lot like Suicide Squad.
fuck it. No. Don't besmirch
What
Helldivers
makes
2.
Helldivers 2 so great?
It
Can you
is-
just explain it to me? Like,
Dude, well, where it really shines, like, or where I think it really shines, is honestly like the combat and how it's like very like locational damage, including on yourself. But it's like,
a lot like Suicide Squad.
is it the?
Is it-
Because I'm pretty sure it's just bullet sponges and shooting these little purple dots to kill
No,
things.
man, you gotta like shoot them in the leg, or else like some enemies you can't even damage unless you hit them in the leg first, or you like do like a like. There's strategies, you know what I mean?
They're only similar because they're both co-op shooters. That's it.
Hold on.
Anyways,
Or is there like
Anyways.
a massive enemy variety or something in this game?
So-
or like, is it-
Absolutely not. That's where I draw the line. When there's two different types of enemies, I'm done. I'm not into it.
okay, but first of all, you haven't even played the game.
I watched enough.
You,
I've seen
so
enough.
Like a bunch
there's two like factions of enemies right now, but within those factions there are multiple levels of different types of enemies, like within the factions, ranging from like little annoying little fucking bugs all the way to fucking 3-story tall tank
Big bugs.
So is there like a story to it? Like you
No.
go.
So it's
It's like
a
Extraction.
it's a it's like a join forces multiplayer fight off the hordes. Like, do you have like this big galaxy map that shows like the sectors that the Terminids or the bugs or the automatons have like moved in on, and as a whole, like all the players contribute to the liberation of these planets and shit.
So like a bunch of people are playing at once.
Yeah, well, not like you're only it's only parties of 4 whenever you hell dive, whenever you go into a planet to do missions and stuff. But like it's like everyone's like completing missions and stuff contributes to the liberation of these planets, and whatnot. And then how fast these planets get taken over and stuff or get liberated, it's kind of iffy right now, just because they're having a bunch of server issues.
Sorry, way back, I don't know how long ago you posted this, but AJ ad on Facebook. The Rock is probably the best Nick Cage movie. I forgot about The Rock.
We didn't even mention Face Off either, you know?
Have you guys seen The Rock?
No, I haven't
With
seen The
Sean
Rock,
Connery
no.
and Nicolas Cage. And Sean Connery's got like long locks. Like he's like been, at The Rock, the prison, what prison? It's Guantanamo, right? Is known as The Rock. I think I'm mixing it up in my head.
I thought that was Alcatraz.
Alcatraz. That's what I was trying to remember. Yeah. So, yeah, Alcatraz. Good
I
movie.
haven't seen that. I might have to
Dude,
go
watch that movie. Anyways, go ahead.
Yes, getting all
Continue,
the glutes
sorry.
work out, standing up and down. But no, there's, at times you'll have the whole screen will be filled up with a fuck ton of enemies and different shit. But then where it also really shines is the ordinances that you can unlock by upgrading your orbital ship. But also there's like a fighter that you can call in, and they've got a bunch of different strikes, and it's just big ass explosions, lots of destruction, carnage, and everything. You get fucked up like very frequently. You're not like. You don't have your health, I guess, is like the same throughout all the difficulties. It's just like the number of bugs and like the different objectives and stuff to do. But like I got one-shotted by a bug. It came up and it because it just swung just right. It lopped my fucking head off and killed me.
Did your head actually came off?
Oh yeah. You can.
Oh, that's
you
pretty
can
cool.
You can get like taken down to just a torso.
Oh, that's
with
cool.
your cape just rolling across the ground.
Oh, that's fun. I like that.
I do like that.
So
Yeah.
and literally and it's completely locational.
There's not enough of that in games these days, you know?
No,
what I mean?
it's very unforgiving. If you get caught by there's like
So I'm
these
guessing
ones
you
called
can
like
shred
hunters.
up your fucking enemies too and stuff, like blast their limbs
Yeah,
off.
yeah,
Oh, that's pretty
I mean,
neat.
you have to do it strategically. Like you can some enemies are better to shoot in the face. Other enemies you need to take their legs first and then try to get around them when they're slowed down to shoot their exposed, because they'll have like front-facing armor and shit. Like
Sounds a lot
there's
like
dude,
Suicide Squad.
fucking.
Every time.
I'm just saying, like,
Look,
like it,
sounds a lot like Suicide
but
Squad.
it's.
I'm
dude,
starting to think that maybe they just stole a bunch of shit from Suicide
I'm
Squad.
starting to think y'all should go fuck yourselves. 'Cause-
No, I'm just
no,
playing.
it's
it does
a
sound
lot.
pretty cool. And
I mean, yeah, they're both co-op shooters. Like, there's gonna be things similar. But like,
now my question is, if you didn't want to play multiplayer, could you play this solo and still have a good time?
yeah, kind of. It depends on how good you are. You can
Can
like.
you have like AI like companions
Nope,
with you?
it has to
No?
be players. If it has to be other Helldivers to
Can
go
you
in.
autofill online? Like,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you can do matchmaking and autofill. I will say right now, it is in a very rough state because
Because I'm
of
like,
the
I like
absolute.
games that I can just play by myself, even if they're multiplayer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, and if you play solo, you really got to work up to that. Like there's 7 different difficulty modes, starting with it's like trivial, easy, medium, challenging, hard, impossible, and then like hell dive is like the hardest one. And it gets crazier with like the amount of enemies and then the types of enemies too. Like
Is it
you
like
won't
a
see
full price game right now?
that's only $40.
Okay, I might have to scoop it up.
But dude, it's like they've got a bunch. They have like a little. It's not like a battle pass. You get it with the game, but you earn medals from doing missions and stuff, and you spend those to get cosmetics or new weapons and stuff. And then they also have a storefront that you can unlock. You can unlock the store credits in the game as well, and like it's like cycling like different cosmetics that cycle through. And then the ships that you can upgrade the ships to do different things, have different cooldown timers, or just like different things to like help you out. There's a lot of stuff to work towards to upgrade that you just got to play the game to get it. It doesn't like you don't have to put any money into it past buying the game. But it's really fun, man.
I'll have to try it out.
And then
if it's only $40, man, sign me up. You know.
Another really cool thing is like it's with they call them stratagems, which are like your ordinances that you can call in or call down, and like to activate, you pull out this little grenade, and you have to input there's like directional commands for each stratagem, and it'll be up in your top left corner. And if you're fucking stressing, getting chased by a giant ass horde, then you have to up, down, left, right, left, down, up. And if you fuck it up, you have to restart, and you can't it won't activate the stratagem. But you have to do that, and then you throw the grenade, and it basically puts a beacon for whatever you just called in. So that's another really fun thing. Like if you're stressing trying to do something really quick, and then you fuck up the input, and you got to do it again. You have to do that for the orbital strikes, the air strikes. Reinforcements, all that shit. But it's fun. There's always crazy ass moments. There's been several times now where like I was fucked and just completely surrounded, and I just tossed a fucking airstrike at my feet and just saluted as I went out.
That sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, it's really fun. I mean, that's why people are literally waiting in fucking long ass queues to play it. Like it's just a good, entertaining co-op game. Big explosions, fucking lots of bro dude shit. They scream. It's a very like the whole like setting of it is very like propaganda-y of like spread democracy across the galaxy and this and that.
It sounds like they're trying to go for like a Starship Troopers kind of thing.
It's exactly, yeah. No, it's very lean towards Starship Troopers. But it's a lot of fun, and it's fucking hard too. Like in the harder difficulties, you'll get like tank creatures and shit and then the automatons are a bitch all in themselves, like because they've got guns and shit. And then I will say another spot where it shines are the different planets and the different biomes that you'll be in. Like it's a really good looking game too.
Cool. I'm gonna have to check it out. I like a good looking
and
game.
Then there's also friendly fire too. So like you gotta watch like calling in shit like.
I'm the worst about killing my teammates,
Dude,
bro. Like, I can't play games with friendly fire because I will literally massacre my team.
Friendly fire is a very large part of this game because you can't just
those
willy nilly throw a fucking airstrike.
Not even
down.
that. I'll shoot you. I'll shoot you
there's
like
that too.
fucking in the face,
and you will die super fast. Like guns and shit kill you super fast. I accidentally set my controller down and blew the head off of a teammate one time, just without even meaning to.
Jeez.
Yeah. What's up?
Sorry, I was trying to set up the while you guys were going in on this, I was trying to set up the controller so we could see the chat from here possibly.
Gotcha. But no, it
didn't work. So
it's only on PlayStation and PC right now. But it is in a very rough state right now. They didn't expect to have this many people trying to play it, and so they've had to cap the server capacity at 450K people, and people are still waiting in queues to fucking play it.
Oh man, they should have overestimated.
Well, I mean, so Helldivers 1 only saw a concurrent players of like 11K. So they didn't even, never in a million years did they think it was going to blow up like this.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty wild.
So, but it's a lot of fun. Watch some gameplay on it. There's all kinds of like funny ass clips online of it.
I'll probably try it.
I'm going to show y'all one after the show. I've got one to show y'all. It's fucking hilarious. I mean, the ordinances go up to like mini nukes that you can call in. So
yeah.
And then one of the missions, you actually get to launch a nuke, and it fucking goes off into the horizon, and you see it explode and shit. It's dope. The explosions are where it really shines too.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, brother.
Before you jump
Bald
into
eagle start fucking.
just like AJ had one last thing he said about the Nick Cage comment. Dude, imagine National Treasure made as of FPS. This is what you sound like, AJ. Choose your own adventure game. That would be fun. I think like any type of Da Vinci Code type game like could be cool, which I feel like they haven't done before.
Yeah.
That's actually like one of the simplest ideas that I feel like nobody's touched on is like just making like a straight up conspiracy theory like
game. Like Telltale could kill something like that.
Yeah, like why haven't we done
That'd be
this?
sick. Yeah, I'd play that.
You're just like the hero, like, you know, dude trying to solve some crazy conspiracy story. I'd be in on it. I like that idea.
So, Fitness Chick asks, so you guys play military games, ? Have any of you served in the military? I ask because a lot of veterans here on Twitch do.
No.
None of us have served.
No.
We have friends that...
All of everybody in our Discord except for, well, not everybody, but
no,
yeah,
we
quite a
have
bit
a lot of
people.
veteran friends, but no, none of us served. We just like to shoot guns in
Yeah.
video games. Like
That's probably why, because we didn't serve. Stolen video game valor. Just kidding. But anyways, Brent, what you got?
Let's see. Well, I played Suicide Squad. I got to okay, spoiler alert here. If you plan on, I'm going to spoil the fucking story for everybody. I'm not going to spoil, I'm just going to spoil the end. I'm not going to spoil
I'm just going to spoil the main part.
I am.
Just skip, or just cover your
Just
ears
cover
for
your ears.
30 seconds. All right, spoil it.
Okay, so fucking Suicide Squad, is basically fucking the DC version of the Marvel Avengers game. It is gameplay wise almost exactly the same. You're flying around and you're traversing through this big city and you're fighting baddies or whatever. But
Just fighting baddies, dude.
I don't have any
Bad
problem with
bitches
that.
left
It's
and
just a
right,
little
man.
repetitive, and it's a lot like the fucking Avengers game or whatever.
Yeah.
But beyond the actual gameplay, it's serviceable. I had a fun time shooting up the fucking bad guys or whatever and fighting the bosses, the Avengers, or not the Avengers. I keep calling them the Avengers.
Just call them the Avengers.
The fucking
Suicide Squad.
the DC Avengers. No,
bad
the
guys.
Justice League.
Oh, Justice League.
The Justice-
DC Avengers.
The Justice League fights were really cool, and I thought that was the highlight of the thing, and the story was really cool. I enjoyed the story a lot. I thought it was a pretty fun story that it told, but you get to the end of the game, right, and you kill fucking the last Justice League guy or whatever. And then
Spoiler, kill the Justice League.
And then fucking they're okay, now you got to kill Brainiac. And you're okay, this makes sense. He's the one that
He's the bad guy. Why didn't they kill him first and then just solve the whole problem?
Because fucking Superman's flying around
Protecting him.
beating the shit out of everybody, bro.
Okay.
You can't just
He's just being an Omni-Man, basically.
Yeah, exactly. So basically, you had to do all that. But so basically you kill fucking Brainiac, and then it's now you got to kill 13 other Brainiacs because fucking he split himself across the dimensions. Or I was just
fucking Voldemort?
Brainy whack,
yeah,
dude.
that's
That sounds
exactly
bad.
what I was thinking. I was no.
Some fucking Horcruxes?
I
Come
was
on.
this is where I stopped playing
Or the
this for
Triforce.
now, so
Well, they needed in-game content, or post-game
that's
content.
what it is, you
Yeah.
know. But
Which
it's
they could do some
but
cool
if I
shit with
kill
that.
all 13 Brainiacs, I want to see what happens. But at the same time, I do not want to fucking sit there and kill 13 Brainiacs. You know what I mean?
There's some really cool DC universes that they could utilize with that though.
I will say I had a lot of fun playing it though. Unlocking costumes was fun, and the story was really good. But it wasn't a normal. What's the company that made it? Rocksteady, I think.
Yeah.
It's not a normal Rocksteady game, and I think that's what a lot of people are really.
People are upset about that, but they're also upset about, spoilers. They killed Batman. The one that you
they
played
killed
as.
the whole Justice League.
No, I know,
That's the
no,
whole
but
game.
it's that Batman from the games, from the
yeah,
Arkham
supposedly
games.
this is
That's
the Arkham
him.
universe.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
So?
everybody's pissed about that because they played as him for 3 games, and then his ending is he just gets offed, and then and apparently that was the last voice recording of what's his face, Batman
well,
guy.
in this
Kevin
universe,
Conroy.
but then
Kevin Conroy.
Lex Luthor also gets his fucking heart ripped out, and then another Lex Luthor from an alternate dimension comes through a fucking portal.
Are we
so
talking about
it's
the same game in this game?
In this game.
Oh,
yeah.
okay, yeah.
So it's we're implying that there's tons of different timelines
Yeah.
where there's it's
But this is the timeline of the Arkham games, is what they're saying.
well, so the fuck what?
It's like whenever
We
Joel.
killed the Justice League. It's the whole point of the game.
It's like when Joel survives in the second game. You know what I'm saying? And, I think
people need to stop getting so fucking attached to these characters that aren't real, dude. Fucking.
I mean, just because they're not real doesn't mean people don't care.
Doesn't
about
mean
the
I don't
characters.
care
They
about
like the
them.
You
characters.
can care about them and still enjoy the fucking story.
Their death.
You don't have to just you don't have to just be oh, Last of Us 2 sucks because my favorite character died. Boo, wah,
Well, I
wah.
don't think it's the fact that they die. I think it's the fact that they die brutally, and then you play as the people that kill them. You know what I'm saying? I think that's the problem.
Yeah, but people are lost on the deeper meaning. It's such a fucking good story, and people are so fucking dumb they can't process it. It really bothers me so much.
I love this. No, I agree with you that people are lost on the feeling, but I also get where they're coming from, where it's like, it's just some people get attached to things, and then it's like, it's honestly kind of cool to see how attached people get to things that are not real, like fictional things, to the point that they will hate something to do with that universe because that character is killed off. It's like, damn, whoever wrote that character did really well.
Yeah.
So it's like that's all it means to me. I don't take it as like an insult to the game.
Well, it's just like being a big fan of anything, any fictional work.
Yeah,
Right?
I think you've succeeded as a creator if you elicit that kind of response.
Definitely.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. 100% agree. Yeah, we got lots of people. We must be getting hosted or some shit. Who's this? Who's this? But yeah, we appreciate you guys jumping in the chat. I'm so sorry we're like so just not professional.
I'm just gonna have to go back to my old role of being off screen and fucking reading shit.
What did they say?
So Fitness Chick 4 asked what our favorite Pokemon is.
Oh, that's easy.
Yeah.
And then some Pickles in the Twitch said Kabutops, which is a good choice.
Oh, yeah.
Kabutops.
That is a good one.
That
Yeah, but
damn Kabutops, dude.
Damn,
Kabutops
you're
goes
making
hard
me
as fuck,
reevaluate
dude.
my whole Pokemon
I know that's
fucking
I
shit.
thought I had it. I was like, well, it's easy, dude. It's fucking Charizard, but it's like
Kabutops is so
Kabutops,
fucking...
yeah.
Bass said Kabutops.
yeah. Kabutops are like
It's fantastic.
I don't know, like if it wasn't like just one of the main start, like I always stick with my starters, but also I really like Scyther. Like I know Scyther's like kind of
tight. He's like a grass Kabutops.
even
No, I'm
beat.
just kidding.
He's a bug
really
Kabutops. Wait, Kabutop's a bug, right?
Or
I
crustacean.
don't know. He's kind of like a...
No, what
like
type is he? Like he's a what is his type?
Is he like rock or something?
Fossil.
Fossil?
He's a
That's
that's not a
not a type.
type.
But
No,
I
what
was
is his
thinking-
type?
Rock water.
Rock water. Yeah, so he's completely different. Yeah, but like Scyther's bug, but see, that's my thing though. Is like I like bug Pokemon, dude. I'm like the fucking dude with the shorts and liking shorts and whatnot. I like fucking Beedrill. Beedrill's my shit.
Beedrill goes
Oh, that's
hard.
Big Dick B.
Yeah, big. I love.
What
I
was
like,
yours,
I
Brett?
like Chat-Tot a lot.
I don't know who that is. That must be from the new
It's
shit.
like this little parrot Pokemon that'll put you to sleep and then just fuck you up, and it's all cute.
Oh, I thought
and
you-
like,
Bill
look him
Cosby
up. Here,
in
I'll
it.
look him up.
Yeah, that sounds
Like,
kinda-
what is happening?
No, he'll Bill Cosby your ass for real. Hold up.
My favorite's Rayquaza. Rayquaza.
Rayquaza.
The green dragon.
Hold
looking
up. That's
Look, here's
is
Chat-Tot.
that from like
Look,
Emerald?
He sings and he's got a
Yes.
little music note on his head. He's
Oh, he's
adorable.
cute.
Isn't he cute?
Yeah, he's
But he'll
cute.
fuck your ass up for real. Like he might not have the best stats ever, but if he's in the game, I make sure to have a Chat-Tot on my team.
Yeah, that's the thing.
What
Like my
generation
teams
was
are
that?
never built to last. They're never
Yeah,
built to
I'm
like
never gonna
take
hold up to a competition.
No,
you know?
my team's like okay. This
Pokemon
this
that I
dude
think are
looks
cool.
dope.
Yeah.
I imagine myself walking around with like a familiar, or something. Like I put myself in an even darker fantasy than what Pokemon actually is when I'm
You're
playing
like,
that game.
You're like fantasizing about being the Pokemon guy, fantasizing about living
Yeah.
in another world.
Yeah, dude. Like I love the old Pokemon games. What?
Fucking Fitness Chick 4 when we were talking about like folks like showing up, like a bunch of folks said everyone from Devin's OnlyFans showed up.
Damn, Devin, I didn't know we had.
And then
Where's that?
Bubble Bass said that the parrot one is a fucking troll.
Oh hell yeah! it
That
is.
Pokemon's a troll.
Hell yeah, it is.
Yeah,
I need to just like unravel my mic under here.
Anyways,
So I
but
can-
yeah, like what else I've been playing? My bad.
careful with it.
Let me get through that real quick. So I've still been playing Persona 3 Reloaded.
How's
which
that
is-
going?
It's really good. Really good. I've finally gotten sucked into it to the point that I was with the other Persona games. Like it took a minute to get me there. I still feel like it's not as like deep or good as like 4
Yeah,
or
that's what-
5, you know what I mean?
It's
But
their first foray into
Yeah.
like that level of like. Actually, it wasn't even this level because now it's remade. It is that level, but I think like
It's like there's definitely some like nuance. Like it's okay. There's only like 3 skill points you can upgrade, whereas like I think there's like 5 in 4 and 5. You know what I mean, or something like that. Like there's a bunch more trees to upgrade. You know what I mean? And the graphics, they made them really good. I don't know, man. All around, it's like really fun. It's just like the only thing I have a problem with is like it's basically like, you know, in 5 there's mementos.
Yeah.
Where you're like going through the tower trying to go down or whatever. In this one, you're going in a tower trying to go up, but there's no like levels. There's no like palaces or anything.
Yeah,
like,
you're just doing it.
But every full moon, you have to fight a boss, basically. So like, I think there's 8 bosses or something, or 12 bosses or something you have to fight, and every full moon you have to fight a new one. It's kind of cool. It's a fun little gimmick, but it, like, I don't know.
The game gets me really what's the word for it? Like overwhelmed sometimes. Like I know it's supposed to be like, oh, you're living this life in this Japanese town, but it's just too stressful. Like trying to keep track of the time and stuff for me. Like I really wish they had like a simpler version of it for like dumb people like me, like that, which it feels like Yakuza. Yakuza is like,
you know
what I
the
like.
simple version is for me. I grind through the entire, like, okay, you know how it gives you a month or 2 to clear out the dungeon or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I'll sit there, I'll buy enough like healing supplies and like SP boosters and shit like to last me, and I will sit there and grind out the entire fucking dungeon or like level of Tartarus or whatever in one day. Like I won't fucking like, you know, in game one day. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
one in game.
Like in real life, it might take me like 4 days to fucking actually do this.
That's
like,
too much. It's too much for me. Yeah.
But I'll grind straight through, and then I'll have the whole rest of that like in-game month to like not go fucking do the shit that the game wants you to do, and then you can make your character like super stocked up on stats and shit. You know what I mean? Like charm stats and stuff, so they can like, you know, interact with the world. Like
Persona's one of those things where like I wish the anime was as good as the game, because like I would just love an anime to just sit in and watch Persona.
Dude, yeah, the actual like anime cutscenes in the game, especially in this newest one, are like beautiful. Like they've done such a good job with the like actual fucking cutscenes. And so yeah, other than that, I've been playing.
I'm an idiot. I should have just fucking brought it up on my phone long
ago.
Wait, you have access to it?
What?
I couldn't
I
get
just went
it
straight to Twitch and just pulled up our page.
Yeah, I couldn't get it to pull up on mine. But anyways, what do we got?
Oh, well, Fitness Chick said Chatot's only move is called Bill Cosby.
Yeah.
So going back on that. And then I'm not going to read what else she said.
Imprisoned. No, I'm just kidding. But anyways.
But yeah, so I played that, and then I've been playing Risk of Rain 2. Have y'all ever played Risk of Rain 2?
I've heard of it, but I've never played it.
It's really fun. It's like this third-person shooter game that's kind of like Hades or something, where you're just like fighting monsters and like building, like getting random power-ups, and like you can combine the power-ups to have like different effects, and then you just like find a teleporter, you fight a boss, and you go to the next world. You find a teleporter, you fight a boss, go to the next world. It's really simple. It's really basic. But like, and like the graphics are also really basic, but it's like super duper fun. And you can play multiplayer, so if you guys ever get it and want to fuck around, play a little Risk of Rain, you know what I'm saying? We could definitely get on that.
Okay, yeah, I've seen.
Yeah.
And then I've been playing this game called Sludge Life, which is really dumb.
That sounds terrible.
It's really stupid. Like, you just walk around this like sludgy world and like spray paint stuff, and like every time you spray paint something, the game goes ghost. Because your name is Ghost in the game, and you're like spray painting shit.
Nice.
It's really dumb. But I got fucking Sludge Life 1 and 2 for like $5 on fucking the Steam sale. So I was like, fuck it.
What a deal.
Ubisoft is having a really big sale on Steam right now.
Yeah, because they got to
Yeah,
offset
I've
fucking Skull and Bones. Like, but
Skull and Bones, well, I'll tell you right now, since we're about to go into the news, fucking Skull and Bones has a free 8-hour trial you can do. So I mean,
I'm sure it does.
No, I'm just saying, like, you know, we can all see for ourselves. You know, I encourage everybody to just like, you know, go try
Download
it
it
for
and
themselves. Like seriously, like if you have access to it for free, like you might as well try it and see if it works for you. Because like, everybody's so quick to just hate shit they've never tried. And
It's
like,
true.
You have
Okay.
this shit for 8 hours for free.
In my
you
defense-
could try it right now if you wanted
So,
to.
in my
you know what
defense,
I'm
why
saying?
I'm completely against it though is because it's missing one key feature that I absolutely want in a pirate game.
Right.
And
To
that's
be
to
able to
just
get off
be
your
able to
ship.
control an individual character, hop to another ship, just do shit other than just control a
ship. Yeah, and there's
Yeah.
like you don't even get off on islands. It's like mini game.
Look, I'm
type
not
shit.
saying you have to play it. I'm just
Yeah.
saying, like, don't, like, hate it if you haven't tried it.
Well,
you know what
I
I'm saying?
hate
Like,
They also made promises a while back when it was first announced and stuff that it was going to be like the fucking pirate game that everybody's been waiting for.
Recently, they said it's a quadruple A game.
And like all these
Like,
big
a
ass
month ago.
promises, and then it came up short. They kept like retracting on like features of the game.
look,
and then
let's
now
be real.
We're
Like,
here.
we all knew. Like, we're lucky we're even getting the game at all. Okay?
Yeah.
Like,
Dude, this
So,
is like
fucking-
10 years in the making.
Yeah.
Like,
like, I'm surprised there is a game. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Real-
So,
When I was digging under the desk, Fitness Chick said, "What is Devin doing under the desk?" Explains why his forearms are bigger than the others.
Damn.
Or one of his. That's bullshit.
yeah. One arm is bigger than the other.
They're
Okay.
not. They're evenly.
I never told you, Devin, but yeah.
Hide my left arm. Right now.
But anyways, let's get into the video game news. Just so you guys know, we are using articles from gaming news sites from around the web, and we do not claim any of the articles as our own. We're simply bringing them all to one place to give you the news. So there's a lot of like big stuff coming out of both Xbox and Sony this week. Not the greatest news for like on one of them. It's like kind of obvious stuff. Like okay, let's go into Xbox.
yeah, let's get in there. What we got?
Yeah, let's do Xbox here. Hold on, give me a second. I gotta get the right.
Shit pissing me off,
Oh
man.
man.
Wait, which one?
All of it.
Just all of it. I hate it all. Okay, it is. Where's the? I had everything from the showcase. Hold on.
Gosh damn.
Give me a second. It's here. It's so hard to read it when it's a link. Is Xbox Visions of the Future. Here we go. That's what the I guess like they did. Phil Spencer did like a podcast thing called Xbox revealed its vision for the future in a podcast featuring executives Phil Spencer, Sarah Bond, and Matt Booty, who did their best to articulate the path forward for the platform amid reports of plans to embrace a third-party publishing strategy. The business update confirmed that 4 games will be releasing on other platforms, though Xbox did not provide additional details. It also revealed Xbox's plans for Activision Blizzard games on Game Pass while teasing the largest technical leap you will have ever seen in a hardware generation for its next console, which they're not saying it's a new console. They're saying a mid-generation. It's the biggest mid-generation leap that's ever happened,
So
supposedly.
this is supposed to be like the fucking
the 0.5.
1X of this
1X, yeah.
generation.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, and so here's everything announced. So it says the biggest news was Xbox's confirmation that 4 games will indeed be going multi-platform. Spencer declined to name. They ended up showing the games, and the games were just like the ones that you would expect. It was Hi-Fi Rush,
Pentiment.
Pentiment. Yeah, it was like smaller games that nobody gets. Oh, actually, Sea of Thieves. Sea of Thieves was one of them, and then Grounded.
Grounded, yeah.
Yeah, Grounded.
They're all good games to put on another platform.
Yeah,
you
they
know?
make sense.
Yeah.
Like Sea of
Yeah.
Thieves not being on other like
You
consoles
just get the
made no sense.
community going more in
Mm-hmm.
Sea of Thieves, you know, and Grounded too. You know what I mean? Like, and with you know, what's that? What's the Pentiment? Like, that's like a 10 out of 10 game on a lot of reviewers' scorecards.
Yeah,
That I think will sell well on other platforms. You know what I mean?
yeah. And then they said to ensure long-term success for both Xbox and the industry as a whole, we must continue to evolve. Today, we announced that we will expand the communities we reach. We are currently in the process of bringing 4 Xbox games to other platforms. These are titles which have been available to Xbox players for at least a year, including hidden gems that deserve to be experienced more widely, and live service games whose communities will benefit from welcoming even more players. We will soon share more details. And And
you
then
could probably also scale all 4 of those games down enough to go on the Switch, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Like,
I mean, I feel like Sea of Thieves wouldn't be too hard.
no,
No,
and
it's so
neither,
old.
Grounded would probably be the most like technically imposing game
Yeah.
on the list, and even that, if you turn off all the effects and shit, it probably would
Yeah.
be fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Diablo 4 is coming to Game Pass on March 28th, which is dope.
Cool.
They said
Cool.
with this being
Wait, when is this? When's it coming?
March 28th.
Oh, neat.
But it says this is only the beginning for Activision Blizzard games on the Surface. So apparently, we'll start
Fucking
getting
World
Call
of-
of Duty
World of
and all that.
Warcraft.
stuff.
Diablo 2? What?
Diablo.
Oh.
Now I'm thinking Call of Duty. I'm thinking. I don't give a fuck about Diablo 2. But Game Pass will continue to only be available on Xbox platforms and will have all first-party games available on day one.
They're gonna slowly leak Call of Duty games to us, like old ass Call of Duty games
Fuck
first.
yeah.
They're gonna start with Black Ops 3 with the Zombie Chronicles because it's like the most like bang for your buck fun without giving you any of their new shit. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. I mean, I'm down with that, and like I would really like it if they gave us the old CODs and then brought back some of the servers for them.
Yeah.
That'd be dope. Just do
Yeah,
like
heck yeah.
smaller servers for the Game Pass shit. Like,
Yeah, and they also appeared to tease new hardware for this holiday, which isn't the hardware jump that they were talking about. This is the I think this is the one that they were talking about putting out where it's like cheaper and has no disk drive or whatever coming this holiday.
but it's a Series X.
yeah, it's just a Series X, but like I think
Fuck
they
yeah.
have a
Honestly,
Series
they
S
need to
version.
do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
so
The Series S doesn't have a disk drive. Like you can't get a Series S with a disk drive.
no,
No.
but it's also like significant. It's a big notch down from the Series X.
Yeah,
so
for
that'll
sure.
be-
That's what
that'll
I'm
be
saying. If you had
badass.
the X specs without the disk drive and it
Yeah.
cut a chunk of the price off, that'd be
or
cool.
it might be the same price. I honestly don't know.
Even
But-
if it didn't like cut the price, it would still be like a way smaller console, which would be pretty cool.
I mean, the console's already pretty small.
compared
like,
to the PS5.
My Series X is like not even
No,
noticeable.
it really isn't that bad. Yeah.
But Xbox hardware will also continue to be a flagship experience for players and for game developers to launch games on with a robust and innovative multi-year hardware roadmap, including more console and controller options for you this holiday. Xbox tweeted, rumors include a dedicated handheld device similar to the Steam Deck, as well as a digital-only Xbox, which is very interesting that they're going to try and get into the handheld now
Yeah.
after all this time. But it makes sense, like
the cloud game.
I'm also interested about the digital only Xbox because is that like a Roku basically? That like because if that's the case, it might be like a $25 fucking device.
I think
you
it'll be
can
bigger
buy.
than that because they're probably going to have a hard drive on it that you can download games to from Game Pass.
No, I
Not,
think
not
it's
just
just
no,
cloud-
you
just the
can't be
discless.
downloading games if you don't have a fucking. I'm talking about
no,
like
it's digital. It didn't say cloud only. It just said digital only.
yeah,
So
but I'm
it's just
thinking
the
what if that's
discless,
they
right?
mean though? Like
Yeah, that's the discless.
maybe
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
yeah.
That's the one that they've already talked about.
okay.
But rumors have swirled concerning Xbox's plans for more than a month now, with Hi-Fi Rush, Sea of Thieves, Pentiment, and Starfield all rumored to be heading to different platforms at various points. The reports ignited a debate around the value of exclusives within the gaming community as fans argued over the path forward for Xbox, which has lagged behind its competitors in terms of sales, blah, blah, blah. In a town hall meeting with Xbox employees, Spencer reaffirmed that Xbox would continue to make hardware going forward, seeking to alleviate concerns that Microsoft plans to get out of the console business altogether. Bond, meanwhile, reiterated Microsoft's desire to make every screen an Xbox. So, good news for Xbox people because, like, this whole month, everyone's like, see, Xbox they're going to come out and say that they're not going to make consoles. They don't care about exclusives. And it's like, dude, they literally came out and said the opposite of all of those things. Like,
Yeah.
it is what it is. Like, they said they're going to put the shitty games basically on everything so that they can have second life. They said that they're going to be putting out a console that's supposedly the biggest technical leap of any mid-generation console ever. Even more like the digital only, a possible handheld like a Steam Deck with Game Pass and shit.
Yeah.
Like it sounds like they're firing on all fronts finally. And then
Yeah.
we got some games coming this year too. Finally,
I'm excited to see what they do.
yeah, and Game
I'm
Pass.
very curious about the portable too. Yeah, if executed right, could be badass.
I'm very excited
Um,
for the Activision Game Pass stuff.
And yes, fitness check. It is a Fold 5. Good old Samsung. So a question. Let's take a question real quick from Fitness Chick.
Okay.
Because this is a topic that me and Brent love to talk about. But thoughts on Apple's Vision Pro? Reports have been out of people returning them. Yeah, probably because
I
they
would
can't
too
afford.
if they were fucking that
Yeah,
much.
$3,500. They can't
Just
afford
the
rent.
car payment on that shit. Like,
Did you see that Mark Zuckerberg like came out
And
like
just
made a video?
fucking
It was just
dogged
like
on it,
he's like,
dude.
look, I'm not gonna say like he's like I'm not actually saying this to like because they're my competitor. He's like I'm just saying he's like I literally sat down and looked at the differences here. He's like the Oculus is just
leaps and bounds
leaps
a
and
better
bounds a
deal.
better
for,
deal, yeah.
For how?
it is a better deal.
Yeah,
like,
it's
I
absolutely
mean,
like for what it can do. The price
you
tag.
can do
like,
almost everything that the
it can do more than what the Vision
Well,
Pro can do.
not more. I would say.
there are different things that they both can do. I would
Yeah.
say
So,
that
I mean,
I would say that the Oculus is way more capable when it comes to like gaming and just like having fun, and the Vision Pro is more functional as like a
functional. It's a more functional.
Well, it's
like,
just like it's just
device.
computing versus computing, gaming, VR, AR. Like it can't. The Vision Pro can't do VR, right?
Yeah, but the computing on the
Vision Pro
Oculus is
can
not.
do VR. Yeah.
I've heard that it doesn't. It's all got to be passed through stuff.
No.
It's full
There's
VR.
literally a knob on there, and you can turn it to like completely eliminate pass
okay.
through altogether. You can totally do VR. The problem with Apple Vision Pro is there's not very many programs for it that like utilize VR. You know what I'm
it's
saying?
primarily an AR
Because it's
device.
got so the thing about Apple Vision Pro is that it's got really good hand tracking, but its only source of like input is hand tracking. So there's no games out really that are compatible
Full hand
with
tracking.
not just full hand tracking, but the hand tracking of the Apple Vision Pro. Like you'd have to completely like make a game around that thing, and I'm sure developers are out there doing that right now. You know
It's
what
also
I
like
mean?
how are you going to move and walk around and stuff. Like they need to have controllers that you can buy separately to like if you want a game on your Apple Vision Pro.
But if you're gonna go through all that, why not just?
I just
No,
don't.
I'm
think,
just saying,
I don't
like,
think
Quest
it's
3.
really for gaming though.
It's not.
You
It's
know,
not.
It's
They've-
more for
they've
just like
said-
walking around having like cool fucking augmented reality shit going on in your life.
I mean, it's
And
basically to have your phone in AR.
I think that's
Like,
badass, but I also think like it would be. It's a piece of tech that I would love to have, but I'm not gonna spend my money on it until it gets a little further along, and not just because like I don't think it's the tech is there, because I think it's probably cool enough to use it and have a good time with it, but I want like more like software behind it. You know what I mean? Like the hardware is dope.
more apps.
I want more functional shit. Like I want to be able to put it on and see like a line going down the road while I'm driving. You know what I'm saying? Like
Dude, that would be crazy if you could do. Well, you can't. You're not supposed to wear it while you're driving, but that would be cool.
one day it'll be
Yeah.
like recommended to wear while you're driving because
Yeah.
it'll make it fucking night vision and shit. Like my fucking Apple
It's
phone.
too early,
Okay,
yeah.
like I'm dead ass serious when I say this right now. My Apple phone, I got the 15 Pro or whatever, and it's got the cameras on here. Like with no flash or anything, like if it can be almost pitch black, and you put the camera on and like lift up the camera, and you can almost see perfectly. It's like night vision. It's like the weirdest thing ever. You can
yeah,
take
Just
low-
exposure.
The low light's getting really good.
It's really good, and it's like to the point where I use it to see without even turning the like flashlight on. It's crazy.
Why are you creeping
like,
around in the dark, Brent?
I'm just saying, like, if you were at like a concert, but like my point is, you know,
Yeah.
like that technology could translate to the Vision Pro
Yeah.
in some way. You
It
know
will.
what I mean? Like,
That's the thing is like people are like expecting too much out of a first gen like basically a console or like a first gen product.
Well, but for the price tag, I mean, they're right to expect a shit ton for
Yeah, but
$3,500.
it's
True.
Apple,
It's true.
dude. Like that's the thing is like they don't care. What they're doing is they're setting expectations, and whenever the next one comes out, it's going to be cheaper, and people are going to be like, now I'm going to jump on that
Well,
because
yeah.
it's not 35. So it's like it's just basically them setting a bar so that then the next one they put out, they can see how much they can actually get out of people. Like it's going to go down. Like it's not going to stay at $3,500. That's
I'm
insane.
definitely gonna eventually get one when they get a little more mainstream. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
But like, you know, for now, I've got enough VR headsets.
I mean, you got the
Yeah.
Quest 3. Like, the Quest 3 is
Yeah.
fantastic.
I love my
Like-
Quest 3, and I still love my PSVR 2, even though they don't ever put shit out on it.
And you
like,
can still do all the pass-through on Quest 3. It has an internal battery, has a longer battery life than the Vision Pro.
Yeah.
Like, you can play
the
you can
fact
play
that
games
there's
on
no
it.
internal battery on the Vision Pro absolutely kills me. Like
I guarantee you they'll have it on the next one.
they better. That's
The-
ridiculous to
yeah.
see people walking around with this like
their pocket.
$3,500 piece of technology with a fucking wire hanging off of it with like a fucking battery in their pocket. Like, are you kidding me?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I had to
that's
make
the-
it metal.
Hold on,
Like,
that's not even the
For
the problem is
$3,500, make the fucking battery wireless somehow. Like,
you can't. That's
bro,
the problem.
you-
No, batteries are literally the problem. Like with most technology, like battery technology has not advanced in
But Mark
decades.
Zuckerberg's
like
point
it's
is that Oculus figured it out for $500 fucking dollars.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
correct,
And,
but
like,
it's
and
still
more,
big.
and
Same.
more,
I
and
know
more
it's not the same,
functionality though.
But I'm just saying, like, I don't know, man.
For $500, you get more functionality. Like,
Yeah.
there's no arguing that fact. Like, you get more features
Now let's
out of
be
the Quest
real.
3.
Let's be real. I would rather have the Vision Pro than the fucking like $1,500 fucking Quest
Pro. Yeah, fuck
you know
that.
what I mean?
Yeah.
The Quest Pro is outrageous now that the Quest 3 is out.
Yeah,
you know
because
what
it
I
does
mean?
everything the fucking Quest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Quest 3's got better pass through and like basically better everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But yeah, once batteries are figured out, I think that'll fix most tech problems. Like we just
Well-
can't figure out how to power things without having giant chunks of battery on everything.
There's also some poor design choices made on the Vision Pro, like with the metal, like whatever they like the metal casing around it. Like if they would have gone with a composite material, that would have cut down weight. Like it's like
Yeah,
there's
it
some
looks
design.
cool as shit though.
It
Yeah.
looks good,
it
but
looks like Ready Player One to
It's
me.
probably
No, it's-
solid too. Like it's probably
Yeah,
not gonna
it's-
break if you fucking drop it. You know what I mean?
well, I don't know about
Like,
that front screen. Is that just that's glass, right? On the
No,
front?
the inside of it. It's not like the front is a screen. It's like there's something over it, and then the screen is like.
That's what I'm saying. Is that glass? Is the front of it
No,
glass?
I don't
no,
think so.
it's not glass. It's like some type of like
Hard
cover.
plastic or
Yeah, it's
something?
like a hard plastic to the. Dude,
Fitness chick said go up to somebody with a Vision Pro and cut the battery cord. Yeah, I
Oh,
did.
Dude, you would-
We're fighting, bro.
Yeah, you going to prison, like, like
Oh.
getting sued. No.
But
That would be really confusing for a second, though, if you just went black, like all of a sudden, you know, you're just.
black screen.
Dude, that's how people are gonna start getting robbed when they're
For
walking
real,
around. Just get Devin.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
Not what we're calling.
I'm gonna start calling
Not
it
what we're
getting Devin,
calling
It's not
dude.
sucker punch anymore. It's just getting Devin.
Bro, I got Devin
God.
the other day.
God damn it. All right, we
No.
got to get back into the news. Then.
Yeah. Anyways,
Thank you for the question.
Yeah, thank
we
you.
we always love talking about VR, AR, all that shit.
Oh, yeah.
Brent, take us down the Sony path.
Oh, jeez. The Sony path
Good
is a
old
lot
Sony pony.
darker.
It's a war path.
Okay, so it says, we're now several years into the current generation of consoles, which doesn't really feel like it because of COVID and stuff, but whatever. And according to Sony, the PS5 has now entered the latter stage of its life cycle.
What?
It's like, what the fuck, dude? I just bought that shit. Like, y'all got like 5 games out for the PSVR 2. Like, don't you be telling me that shit. That is some bullshit.
Did you get the other part of that?
No,
news?
yeah, we're going on.
okay.
Sorry, I'm sorry. I just had to tell y'all how much
Yeah.
fucking bullshit that was. It says Sony Senior Vice President Naomi Matsuka has predicted sales of the console to start slowing down in the next fiscal year, which runs from April 24th and concludes in March 2025, which will result in Sony adopting a more flexible strategy. It says, looking ahead, PS5 will enter the latter stage of its life cycle, Matsuka said. As such, we will put more emphasis on the balance between profitability and sales. For this reason, we expect the annual sales pace of the PS5 hardware to start falling from next fiscal year. According to Sony, 8.2 million PS5s were sold during the third quarter of its current financial year, ending on December 31st, 2023. But these numbers were lower than expected. The company has revised its sales forecast from its ambitious goal to sell 25 million PS5s during the current financial year, ending in March 31st, 2024, and now expects to sell 21 million units. 54.7 million PS5 consoles have been sold since November 2020, and the gaming system will be 4 years old by the end of 2024, which is, again, doesn't feel like it because of COVID. It's weird.
Yeah.
Sony has
Well,
begun...
also, and there's no games.
Yeah. Sony has begun phasing out the original model with a slimmer version. It hasn't commented yet on next-gen PS6 or a rumored mid-gen refresh, similar to how PS4 generation... Okay, so, while, like, this sounds really bad, you know what I mean? And it's not great, You know what I mean? But at the same time, like,
Well, you missed a huge part of it. They even said there will be no big first-party exclusives in 2025. Like, Sony straight up said that.
they said that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I missed that.
Yeah, they said there will be no big first-party with like names that you're aware of, like Spider-Man, what's his face, God of War. No, like. None of their big IPs. They were like, we won't have any of those this year.
What about Final Fantasy?
Final Fantasy is not an exclusive. It's a timed exclusive, and it's not a first-party Sony game. It's like
I'm just saying, like, that's an exclusive that's coming this year.
it's a
like,
timed exclusive that's made by a different company. It's not made by no first-party Sony games is what we're saying. Like, no Sony-made games is coming.
There'll be plenty of games to play on PlayStation.
Just read
this
the
year.
article. Like, I don't know how to explain it
I mean,
outside.
just because we're not getting a Spider-Man this year, or a fucking God of War, or Horizon.
No,
or
they're the ones
something,
saying
you
it.
know
They
what I'm
came
saying?
out and said it. They were like, guys, we're not making any exclusives this year.
No, I hear what you're saying.
It's
You
just
know
a
what I'm
statement.
saying? But like, just because they're not making an exclusive this year doesn't mean we're not gonna get exclusive games this year. You know what I mean? Third-party exclusives are a real thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like I said, Final Fantasy is a direct proof of that.
Here-
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Here it is. Sony has said it will not release any major existing PlayStation franchise games before April 2025. In a financial call, Sony Interactive Entertainment boss Hiroki Totoki, love that guy's name, rolled out big new games. Rolled out new big games in God of War and Spider-Man series during the company's next fiscal year, which ends March 31st, 2025. Totoki said, regarding first-party software, we aim to continue to focus on producing high-quality works.
was it just God of War and Spider-Man?
No. And developing live service games. But while major projects are currently under development, we do not plan to release any new major existing franchise titles next fiscal year.
Well, that's real. At least they're being upfront with it, unlike fucking Xbox, who acted like they were gonna drop like every fucking game in the universe, and then had a
Yeah.
year where they just completely didn't drop shit. You
True.
know what I'm saying?
But I'm just saying it's strange. But also the fact that they're saying, like, so that means Ghost of Tsushima sequel isn't coming. Like, everybody thought that was coming this year. That's not going to happen.
Is that a PlayStation,
yes.
Like Sony
Franchise.
Sony first party made game?
Yes. Yeah, it says Totoki's comments appear to rule out everything from a Ghost of Tsushima sequel to a Horizon sequel before April 2025, which leaves a big first-party game gap in the PlayStation 5 slate. However, Sony will, of course, release new first-party games for the console from new franchises, such as Haven Studios' Fair Games, which was that, like, live service game that looks all anime-y and stuff, and then Firewalk Studios' Concord, as well as non-major franchises. There is also scope to continue to release remakes of previous big franchise titles, like Sony released The Last of Us Part 2 remastered earlier this year, and it seems likely other PlayStation 4 games will get similar treatment. Meanwhile, Sony is pushing hard on so-called second-party games to help flesh out the PS5's upcoming exclusive games list with Stellar Blade and Rise of the Ronin, which are due out during 2024. So that's kind of like they're kind of leaning on those games this year.
Yeah, I mean I don't care, you know, as long as there's games coming, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's all that really matters to me. I don't give a shit who's making it. Like if Sony wants to contract somebody to do their fucking dirty work, as long as they're fucking giving me games that I'm getting
Wanting to play.
Yeah, like that's fine, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah. So
I think
I was very caught off guard and surprised by this piece of news. Are we done with the?
Yeah, we're done.
Okay.
yeah.
Dude, so motherfucker, like this has potential to be fucking badass if they do it right. So Star Wars Jedi and Apex Legends developer Respawn Entertainment is reportedly working on a first-person Mandalorian video game.
that'd be cool.
Ooh.
I am so excited because I fucking love Respawn.
Yeah.
Even though they break my heart by not doing any more Titanfall.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Jedi, what is it? Fallen Order? They
Uh-huh.
did that. Respawn did that, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So I mean, it could, dude.
Yeah, so we know they can do Star Wars shit.
And they can damn sure do first-person shooters,
They can
so this
damn
could be
sure, yeah.
fucking badass. I
Yeah.
hope they don't stick to like the Din Djarin. I hope they like expand like it's like other Mandalorians and shit. Because I'm getting a little tired of the Mandalorian.
yeah.
But man,
Yeah, I hope it's
so-
not a tie-in game.
I'm thinking they'll
Yeah.
have their own like character like Cal Kestis. You know what I mean? I don't
I'm
think
hoping.
I don't think Disney would let them touch that storyline because they don't want to affect it like canonically. You know what I mean? Like,
or they fucking go back and do Bounty Hunter. Like that would be fucking bad.
That's what I was thinking. Like, do a typical like bounty hunter Mandalorian game where like it's first person, but you're doing bounties.
Well, all right, well we got our fucking answer.
Oh, okay.
I didn't read it because I wanted to read it on. I was super excited and
Yeah.
I really wanted to read it before the show, but I held off. So, Insider Gaming reports Respawn's Mandalorian game, which is in the early stages of development, lets players control a Mandalorian bounty hunter during a time when the Empire is dominating the galaxy. IGN has asked EA for comment. Says the player is reportedly tasked with taking on bounties for cash, as you might expect from a Mandalorian video game.
That's gonna be tight.
There's word.
I hope it's
the
like
iconic.
Hitman, like where you can just like where you take on a bounty and then you have to like go through a fucking world
Hell
and just kill your
can
target.
do like all kinds of different gadgets and shit.
Yeah, just get them however
Jetpack.
you want.
They have this game already exists, but
I'm
ready for the new one.
Literally,
Star Wars Bounty Hunter.
Yeah, Star Wars Bounty Hunter. It was like Jango
Fett.
Yeah,
Dude,
that shit was
I still have
bad.
that on GameCube.
Yeah.
I love that game.
I rebought it on Steam, dude.
Did you?
It doesn't hold up, but
No.
Oh, it really doesn't.
At the
looked at-
time, though, it
I
was
have
so
it on my
cool.
it
Steam
was
Deck,
so
yeah.
good,
Especially
dude.
when you fight the Sith at the end. Like, dude, that shit was hard as fuck.
Did I even make it that far? I don't remember.
Dude, I was obsessed with that game.
I remember
Like,
the one that sticks in my head is like the beginning of the game where you're in prison, right, and you have to escape. And then like the first time I set someone on fire, I was just like,
the flamethrower, dude.
my little 12-year-old
It
brain
was the
just
jetpack for me, dude. Just,
That too,
you
dude.
know, that whole game is just really cool with like mechanics and stuff for its time.
And
Yeah,
you just
so there's-
sniping people.
So, of course, there's word the iconic Mandalorian jetpack plays a part in the game's high mobility with boost sliding similar to that seen in Respawn's Battle Royale, Apex Legends, or fucking Titanfall.
I hope it's more than just like boost jumping. Like I hope we actually can just like fly the fuck around with the jetpack.
Yeah.
Because
It
that would
sounds
be
like-
really cool.
It sounds like that's what it's going to be.
You would need it for like, stealth kills and stuff.
I feel like in a first
getting up to high
person
places.
perspective too, like just flying across the map will feel really cool. You know what I mean?
being
like,
in a Star Wars like
Yeah.
city,
just
like
land like Iron Man fucking
just being on like a grimy like rooftop like
yes,
in
going to a cantina.
I hope they give
Yeah.
us big maps to fuck around in. Like,
Yeah.
they have to.
the maps were pretty
They
decent
have
on
to.
the old Bounty Hunter, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, they were pretty
So,
big,
it
but it
said-
was pretty linear. you know,
Yeah.
obviously.
It's said to be fast-paced with health regenerating upon successive kills, gadgets supposedly including a wrist rocket, grapple hook, and a visor for tagging enemies and bounties. Of course, so it's basically just a remastered fucking Bounty Hunter, which I am 100% for, especially if Respawn's doing this,
Heck
dude.
yeah.
I'm stoked. All right, I'm getting my hopes up way too high probably, but Respawn, I've got a lot of trust in them doing a first-person shooter.
What we need is a stormtrooper, what's it called? Where you go in like a DMZ but stormtrooper like game. I feel like that would be cool. With what are those games called? Like Tarkov. We need
Yeah,
like a
extraction-
Star Wars
extraction
extraction shooter.
Yeah.
Like that could be cool. Like just
be sick.
modernize Star Wars games, please.
Fuck it, yeah, get all the old goodies and fucking just give them a new
Make brand
facelift.
new. Like I would love to play like a Tarkov type game, but you're just in a Star Wars like city or like a world and just doing that. That'd be cool.
So, I talked about this a while back though. I said I wanted a fucking remaster of Bounty Hunter, so and it sounds like we're basically getting it. So
Nice.
I'm super happy. Y'all know I'm all about the fucking Mandalorian shit.
Yeah.
For sure, dude.
All the helmets and whatnot that I've made.
So this is some big words coming out of Sega. They've called their Crazy Taxi reboot a AAA game. I'm tired of these companies saying like how many A's their game
Yeah,
is.
I don't
'cause
even care how many
No.
A's you got. Like,
it's not legit. I don't believe you. No, but in December during the Game Awards, Sega announced the new games in the Jet Set Radio, Shinobi, Golden Axe, Streets of Rage, and Crazy Taxi franchises.
if you add up all the A's,
That's a lot of A's. At least 3 per game. But we haven't heard much about the initiative since. But in an article published by the Japan Times, one Sega executive referenced the Crazy Taxi reboot specifically and called it a AAA game. Takaya
Look, I
Segawa.
love Crazy Taxi as much as the next guy, but there's no universe. There's no way you make Crazy Taxi a AAA game.
It's just the best game ever made.
It's
Like-
just got like an insane story.
yeah, like it's deep and like emotional and like
it's just
Crazy
Grand Theft Auto
Taxi.
6, like-
He talks like that the whole time. Like his like wife is dying. He's like, no. Oh yeah. Like, you gotta drive her to the hospital. Yeah, you're like hitting like jumping off the back of trucks to get her to the hospital. Like, but anyways, you stop by Pizza Hut on the way. Takaya Sagawa, who runs Sega's support studio in Sapporo, said, "We're responsible for titles such as Phantasy Star Online 2, New Genesis, Hatsune Miku, Colorful Stage. In cooperation with the bases in Tokyo and overseas, we are also participating in the development of AAA titles like Crazy Taxi." Like, I think this guy just didn't know what he was talking about. You know, like he's just some executive guy, and he's just like, "Oh, dude." Crazy Taxi, dude. This shit's crazy.
It's gonna be 8A.
At least. But anyways, yeah, just thought that was interesting news. Kind of dumb, but
pretty crazy news.
oh
Anyway.
yeah, insane.
Leave. Get out.
All right. Okay, here we go, guys. Get ready for some news coming at you.
Brent's on it.
Embracer Group, one of the biggest video game and entertainment companies out there, has confirmed it canceled 29 unannounced games and laid off nearly 1,400 people in the past 6 months as part of its previously announced restructuring effort.
Embracer Group is that group that just went around and bought all the old companies.
They just embraced everybody.
They embraced it all, dude. They were going to make the Time Splitters game. They were going to make a new Turok game. They were going to make like all this random shit. And then
they canceled 29 games, which is probably all of their fucking games, honestly. There's no way they were working on more than 29 games. Like
there is a gold lining in this, or silver lining. I didn't mean to say gold lining, but a silver lining. And that silver lining is that for people who like to like research and look at like or try to find footage of canceled games and stuff like that, or games that could have been, like this is going to be a treasure trove of that. Like you're going to find YouTube videos now of like full
documentaries.
documentaries.
As hell, bro, when I see all the games that we didn't get to play.
Especially like a Turok, man.
So something about that, like. So intriguing to me.
It really is to me too.
Well, especially older ones. Yeah.
There's probably so many great projects, not just video games, like movies and fucking like, you know, TV shows and books and stuff that just got fucking dropped halfway through the fucking creation of it and nobody ever just cared to do it again, you know?
Apparently Die Hard, the movie Die Hard originally was going to be made with who was the old school singer guy? He's just like you know, he's in the Rat Pack. What was his name?
Frank Sinatra.
Frank Sinatra was going to be the main character. Like
what?
Like that's how old that script is. Like it was around his time, and it didn't get made until the 90s with Bruce Willis.
You want to know a crazy story that like most people probably won't care about because most people probably haven't read the book, but or watched the show. But 11/22/63, the Stephen King novel, he put that out in like 2015 or something like that. And fucking, he said he wrote like 70% of that book in the fucking 80s, and then just kind of like put it in his fucking shelf and forgot about it. And then like he was like, "Oh, look, I found this like later," and he's like, I liked it so much more when I read it in like 2000 because the time travel element seemed way more cool to go back way further now. You know,
it's kind of crazy. Like, so like it's like it has all of the different things of the 80s in it, and it's authentic.
And then there's a time hop.
Yeah.
So like he just waited.
Well, no, he rewrote the early parts of the book to make it
sucks.
where he like went from the 2000s to
Oh, okay, I get you.
But like he basically was like, I wrote most of the book already. Like I only had to go in and write the ending and change a few things in the beginning, and it like became the book it was today, which I thought was pretty cool.
Yeah,
it is cool.
That is really cool.
It makes you wonder how many, like, if Stephen King had just died before he got around to doing that, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, he's like, 80 something, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
he's getting up
Is
there.
he really 80?
I think so. He's pretty old.
He's got to be 70s. Hold on. Let's see how old Stephen King is. There's no way. This dude's on Twitter. Come on. How
This dude's on Twitter.
like he can't be that old. He's 76, bro. Get off
Wow.
of Twitter.
Okay, I'm sorry, Stephen King. I didn't mean to call you 80 something.
I mean, that's
Besmirch.
basically 80. You know, let's be real.
I mean, if you're 76 and you're still out here writing full ass novels and
Every
stuff,
day.
like that's impressive as hell. It probably keeps you mentally like, you know.
I just imagine he's not even like I feel like he's just like this like
he just
husk
goes
that's
into
just-
like a fucking
and then like it comes out as like it or whatever,
Well,
you know.
okay, but that's like actually kind of true to his writing style, isn't it?
Yeah.
He used to get insanely fucked up and just write.
Back in the 80s or
Yeah, he
something,
would-
he
he
would
would
just
trap
like
himself-
do cocaine and
Yeah.
drink himself and then just write like whatever came out.
Yep.
Like he would just like go
So, I mean,
into
you're not far off from his actual writing technique.
yeah.
I mean,
Fucking-
like you got to get inspiration from somewhere.
Yeah.
You know.
I
For
mean,
sure.
some of the best creative shit we got because of drugs.
Absolutely.
Like
yeah.
For sure.
music, writing.
Pink
visual-
Floyd.
So this is a quick one. The Epic Games Store has released its 2023 year in review, which includes stats revealing it gave away more than $2,000 worth of games last year.
Yeah.
So, I thought that was
2000.
pretty-
Like per
They're
person?
free games. No, yeah.
Like in total, we gave away $2,000. No,
Worldwide.
on the real though, I
They had some
probably
good
I
games
cashed in on a lot of those. My
Yeah.
my Epic library is like hundreds of games, and I've probably bought like 5 games on the Epic Store. You know what I'm saying? And I've got a lot of good games on the Epic Store. Like I've got like Borderlands and fucking all kind. The Witcher. I think at one point they gave me The Witcher for free. They just
Yeah,
give
there
you
were
all
some
kinds of
good.
good shit.
There were some
like
gems in there
yeah.
for sure.
Outer Worlds I got from them for free.
So that's about it. I mean, that just goes into a bunch of other stats. But I thought the $2,000 worth was pretty significant because
Hell yeah.
no
Yeah.
other fucking
Honestly, you're
game
playing yourself
platform.
if you don't at least have the Epic Store on your computer, just so you can like check it
Yeah,
every now and then.
If
and
you're a
get
PC
free game.
gamer, you need to have the Epic
I'm
Store.
pretty sure right now you can get like the first 2 Fallout games for free.
No,
No,
that was a
no,
rumor.
those are yep.
No.
No, it is,
No, it's there's
a
another
rumor.
article confirming that they're not giving out the Fallout.
They
games.
will not be
It
doing
was
that.
literally on the Epic Games Store. It said next week Fallout 1 and 2. Like
Well, then
it said it.
They
on
made a
there.
mistake or something,
Yeah,
but
it's
there's a bunch of articles confirming that it's not coming.
Yeah.
What?
Like,
Yeah,
it's
like
not
as
a
of
thing.
like today, there was an
no,
article.
they have to do it. They literally posted it. Dude.
They-
Like
no.
they can't just do that.
Matter of
Like,
fact, they don't, Brent.
yeah, Fallout not coming.
Yeah, no, I saw the IGN article.
Epic.
It confirmed that none of the Fallout games are being
It says,
given out.
it says the trilogy would have included Fallout 1, Fallout 2, and Fallout Tactics,
Yeah.
but inexplicably, the platform has removed the trio of titles and replaced them with Super Meat Boy Forever.
Fuck Super Meat
Yeah.
Boy Forever. No, I'm just kidding. That's actually a pretty cool game too, but
Yeah.
that's really weird. Like, cause I seen it and I was hyped about it, but I
Seen
mean,
it
I've
with
already
my
got
own
it on
eyes.
Steam, but I was like,
Yeah. No, but yeah.
And then really quick, since that one was quick, I'm gonna bust out another one.
yeah.
So changes to Steam listing for Dragon's Dogma 2 suggests it will get a demo,
Nice.
which is fucking badass.
I love
because
demos, man.
Yeah,
I like whenever a game lets me try it first. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
I'm really curious about this game, but I was hesitant about dropping any money in it. But if it does a demo, then fuck yeah.
Yeah.
like-
Yeah.
and if it's good, I'll buy the fucking game.
I almost bought that Mortals of Avium game the other day because I played the demo. Have y'all tried that?
They had like a free weekend, right? Yeah.
It's all right.
I heard not bad things about
It's
it.
not terrible. It's just like Doom with like magic, basically, you know, and like a better story. It's kind of got like a, you know, it's
An
got
actual
more
story.
of a plot to it than Doom for sure. But the gameplay is like fucking just flying around shooting magic at monsters and shit. It's pretty cool.
But does it have Mick Gordon metal playing in the background, dude?
I don't think so.
That's all I play Doom
Yeah,
for.
so keep an eye out for that. It's just kind of like speculation at this point. But fucking it's Capcom, right? Yeah, Capcom's known for demos.
Yeah.
So.
I like a good demo.
While many have been expecting and hoping for the Nintendo Switch 2 to arrive later this year, new reports suggest the much-anticipated console has been delayed until the early months of 2025. As reported by Bloomberg, VGC, and Eurogamer, sources claim Nintendo has been telling game publishers that the Switch 2 was originally planned to be released at the end of 2024, but is now expected to slip to March 2025 at the earliest. If this proves to be true, it will be an interesting year for the original Switch. which recently passed 139.36 million units sold. As it stands on the first-party front, we only know of such heavy hitters as Princess Peach Showtime on March 22nd and Luigi's Mansion 2 HD and the Paper Mario The Thousand Year Door remake later this year. If those last two games are anything to go by, it could be a big year for remakes and remasters as Nintendo prepares new entries of its beloved franchises for the new Switch 2 or whatever it's going to be called. So that's interesting because everybody was like, oh, it's about to get announced. It's about to get announced or whatever. And now it's not coming until 2025.
Bitch, you thought.
Dude, the Switch is going to be like a fucking N64 by the time the Switch 2 comes out.
Yeah, I wish the fucking PS5 was going to be like a fucking, by the Switch will go out the door when the PS6 comes around.
Yeah, definitely. Anyway.
Right. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
It's that time again. Hang on, sorry. Let's see what we got here. Okay. Pal World news here. Pal World is set to get an external anti-cheat and other preventative measures after some players could not log in to the official servers. A statement from developer Pocket Pair, which was posted in the official Pal World Twitter X account, reads, "As a company, we do not tolerate any fraudulent activity or cheating, and we are working on measures to deal with it strictly and strictly and as a priority." So yeah, there you go. They're gonna do that. So get ready if you're playing Pal World. It's gonna be less cheaters.
Nice.
Cool.
Wish
I don't think
COD
I ever
would do
played
that.
once on any of the official servers.
Me,
No.
honestly, I was just playing in my own little world. I wasn't even fucking with people.
No.
Turning all the fucking world settings up.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Oh, is me. So, got some Helldivers news here for anybody that is playing that and struggling like me and Brian. So, Helldivers 2 developer Arrowhead Game Studios has temporarily capped concurrent players to 450K to help with server stability as it works to get the ceiling raised and fix other issues related to its immensely successful launch. Arrowhead took to Helldivers 2 Discord to share the news, saying it is working around the clock to solve the problems players are running into, and they hope to. I thought this was.
Are you talking about the reason why people were getting stuck in the servers?
They're just it's because it's that
server
cap.
queues. No,
Yeah.
It wasn't just the cap. Apparently, people are like getting into the server queue before they like go to work or go to bed, and just sitting in the queue and taking people's spots. So when there's no AFK, so like once they get into the game, they're just holding that spot, and people can't come in even though they're not playing. Like they're just holding that spot.
I mean,
so.
I can't exactly blame them because it's such a bitch to get into the game right now. Like between there's an issue where there's a random black screen thing going on. If you get past that, then you have to sit in the server queue. And then once you wait through the server queue, then you get in and you can play, and it's working fine from there. I didn't have any crashing issues, but it's just starting the game right now. But it's because they're absolutely swamped and did not expect this fucking magnitude. But another article that I have here that I thought was that one that I was going into, the devs made a statement, I think on their Discord, saying that they're going to be rolling out an update tomorrow.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
So yeah, it's a really fun fucking game. Like there's a reason people are fucking scrambling to get into it. Like once you play the first couple matches, you're like, all right, I see how fucking where everybody's getting addicted to this shit.
Yeah. So Microsoft has confirmed it plans an Xbox showcase event for June 2024. In a tweet issued amid its long-awaited business update, Microsoft pointed to the likes of Senua's Saga, Hellblade 2, Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, Avowed, Aura, History Untold, and Towerborn as it revealed the June event. So what can we expect from the June showcase? It seems likely we'll see more of Machine Games' Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, of course, as well as Obsidian's Avowed, Ninja Theory's Hellblade 2, which will have already been released at that point. It comes out in May. So I don't know why they would show more of that once
Maybe
it's
it'll
already...
be like DLC or something.
Yeah. Overnight, Microsoft also committed to Xbox hardware, saying more console and controller options for you this holiday. If that means
hold up. Oh, never mind. That's just wishful thinking.
they're probably going to show more like the
What if they
digital
dropped
console.
a VR headset and the first game was fucking Hellblade 2? I mean, Hellblade 1 had a VR component that was like officially published by the developers and shit. Like, you know what I mean? So like, they're not strangers to VR. You know, I know that.
I think there would have been leaks of that by now because they've already leaked the digital hardware and all that stuff. Like, we're not getting VR for Xbox. I think they see that it's too early.
No, they already tried with the fucking Windows mixed reality, and I think that was their like fucking put a foot in and see if it works. You know?
Yeah, they'll jump in when money starts getting made. Like, that's Microsoft. They don't want to do something that they're not going to make money on, basically.
Yeah.
So.
Well, and I mean, you have all, Microsoft computers and shit that run, the peripherals and shit. They don't,
well,
don't
he's just
necessarily
talking
need
about
to do.
console.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying they don't necessarily need to do a VR.
I hope
console
Apple is
specific.
pushing people towards it, though. You know what I mean?
I think it will.
I know there's a bunch of fucking people who are all of a sudden like experts on VR, even though they didn't know what the fuck it was, or AR and VR, even though they had no clue about it before the Vision Pro.
I'm glad. I hope it's educating people.
It's not.
There's a surprise. There's more people walking around in videos than I was expecting. Like,
Yeah.
Jamel, we made some sort of bet a while back that we wouldn't see video. That I thought there wouldn't be like people walking around with them, and like, yeah.
But I mean, come on, it's a new Apple product. People want to be seen out wearing that shit.
That
just
was my
because
whole
they
point,
They can
though,
afford it.
was
like,
that they would. Like,
yeah,
I'm just
absolutely.
surprised,
It happens with
yeah.
every new Apple product.
I figured
like
there'd
that.
be like one or two, but like, I still haven't seen anybody in person with one.
No.
You know
Yeah,
what
me
I mean?
either.
But like,
Speaking of new tech like that, like seeing it out and about, I've seen a bunch of fucking Cybertrucks here recently.
really?
yeah.
Yeah,
Driving around?
yeah, on the road. Well, I also live in the Woodlands, so there's that. But that probably plays into it.
Yeah.
But
That's
dude,
badass.
they look fucking wild out
That's what
in
I'm
the
saying,
wild.
dude. It's cool. Like,
No,
I know
they're-
everybody's hating, but like,
From-
they look so cool.
I
No,
will say
they're
from
badass.
the
People
from
are
the
just
rear
haters.
they look fucking hideous. It looks like just a block of metal on the road.
That looks cool to me.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
I
like-
like
it's
that.
like a
idea.
No,
Warthog,
but not
dude.
not,
Yeah,
in,
it
not, in
looked
like, not in like the cool side profile of it. Like the back of it looks funky. I don't know, but like the side profile and the front profile are sick, and they look. It looks like
made
something
out of
just.
steel, dude.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, it's like a DeLorean and a Warthog mixed together.
It looks like something
A
just
Delort
drove
hog.
straight out of an N64 game.
Yeah.
That's what I want. That's what I want our
Yes.
world to be. I'm tired of the only reason.
tired of polygons.
No, I'm tired of like we don't
Smooth
try
surfaces.
cool shit. Like, we're never
No,
gonna
for
reach
real.
that cyberpunk future until people start doing dumb shit like this.
Yeah, I agree.
Like,
I feel like it'll
so
start a trend.
bored
that's
of
why I
like.
like AI
yeah.
because it's just like, yeah, at least somebody's doing some crazy shit.
Yes.
You know what
I
I mean?
have heard though that some people are having issues with them rusting. Apparently,
The
Yeah, it's
Cybertrucks,
steel.
yeah.
It's made out of
Yeah.
steel. All steel rust.
well, first of all, it's stainless steel.
That doesn't mean it doesn't rust. Steel literally will rust no matter what, especially if you're in like areas like near the beach.
Stainless
and stuff
steel
like
is
that.
much more like
It's still gonna rust. Like, steel will always rust. Look it up. But the thing is, the reason why like people are complaining is because they live in like oceanic areas. Like, that's gonna rust still. But the thing is like you could pay like an extra amount. Like, they already knew going in that this was a thing that could happen.
Yeah, it's
Like-
highly resistant. But I think what's happening is debris is taking the protective coating off of it. So stainless steel is naturally highly resistant to rusting.
Yes,
Like,
but
it's
it
only
will
when it's,
rust
It's
no
only
matter
when it's
what.
damaged that it
Yes.
rusts. So like that's the thing. Like, it's just road debris and stuff, or maybe even like just sand and shit taking off the protective coatings.
Yeah.
Probably looks dope rusty though, honestly. That'd be tight to have a rusty
It's
ass.
still-
Like, okay, like think about this like 20 years from now, like when you're passed down your rusty Cybertruck to your kid, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like,
Well, also, yeah, go look at old trucks from the 90s.
that's-
They're all
yeah,
rusted.
Yeah,
but that's the
back
thing.
when they made their cars with like fucking all metal
Metal.
too. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like,
It's gonna happen. Like, it's not made out of the shit that stuff's made out of now.
But
you
it's
know?
not-
probably way
not
more
good, though.
safe in a car crash though. You know, I mean,
I don't know about that. Like,
is there like testing? Have they done the?
I
I
don't
haven't
know.
heard any crash reports,
I
but all
want
I
to see
keep
like
seeing.
the stats. You know what I mean?
The reason why cars crumple now is because they're safer.
Oh,
like,
does that help?
yes, it's
it alleviates the shock. Of
Yeah.
the
Oh, I just
impact.
figured you'd be good.
Yeah, you don't want to be in one of those old metal like
Oh shit! Okay.
things. Like
so it's probably worse.
Yeah, they actually have crumpling points on vehicles for
Surely
that
they've
purpose.
thought about this though. Maybe they have
Yeah.
some sort of
Well,
like.
yeah.
Oh, they do. Yeah, the Tesla, I'm sure, or like the Tesla truck or whatever, the Cybertruck, I guarantee you has gone through like insane, like we're going to
looking
make
up the
sure if
crash
you
report.
crash, like you're going to be good. Like it's a truck, like you're way the fuck up there, like compared to those things are huge, dude. Like
Man.
they're like fucking T-Rexes, like just driving around. But yeah, while he's looking at that, apparently Disco.
Oh shit! So real quick, the Cybertruck has not been crash tested by the Insurance Institute for highway safety.
Nice.
Damn. So,
I
but
want him to crash
we have all the
test
reports
it.
about the bullets it can stop. Like fucking.
Yeah, I mean, but I think you'll be good. I mean, you're a big block of steel.
Yeah, you're gonna be fine. Whoever you hit is not gonna.
Yeah,
be
that's
fine.
what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they're also apparently heavy as fuck too.
They have the self-driving stuff in them too, just like the other Teslas, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
They have
think
all
so,
the
yeah.
all the
Yeah.
tech packages that the regular Teslas have.
But Disco Elysium developer ZAUM
This is sad.
has reportedly canceled a standalone expansion for the game, leaving several staff members at risk of losing their jobs. Sources close to the matter told Video Games by GLHF that around 24 employees, or roughly 1/4 of all staff, are at risk of redundancy. Staff who worked on a game codenamed Project X7, which was allegedly the Disco Elysium expansion, are the most at risk of being laid off, according to GLHF, such as 2D, 3D, and
They must
technical
have made a
artists.
shitty ass game. No, I'm just kidding.
Damn.
They're like, oh no, y'all are redundant.
Yeah, I don't know what. It says, with the cancellation of X7, we are proposing to reshape our team to support our 2 remaining games, Compass added. This adjustment will almost certainly lead to redundancies, mostly affecting the X7 team, but also our non-development teams and non-X7 projects. We are approaching this sensitive issue with the utmost care and respect. He continued, during this transition period, let's maintain professionalism and support each other, upholding our studio values. I guess that was like an email out to everybody, but anyways, yeah, so sucks for them.
Yeah, shit.
But it sounds like just another day in the gaming industry. But anyways.
So I was looking up if a Tesla truck had been in any accidents yet, and there was one reported crash back in December with a fucking Prius, and the Cybertruck looks unscathed,
Hell yeah.
and the
Prius?
Prius went head on with it.
How's the person inside of the Cybertruck?
Oh, they're dead. No, I'm just kidding.
The truck's great though.
Their bodies absorbed all the shock.
Their family will resell the truck.
They like
Make a ton of
hit,
money.
and then like you just see the like
They
slowly
splatter on the windshield.
no, like from the shock they just burst into mist.
So that's the Cybertruck. Like,
Yeah,
it was
that is a
head-on.
warthog, bro.
So and then
Badass, bro.
that's the fucking the Prius or whatever.
Shit, dude.
Like how they're just like haha, and like the people Prius.
They're
are-
like posing next to their truck, just like
the Prius is in a tree, like please help us. It's like, hold on, bro, I'm taking a pic of my fucking Cybertruck, you fucking pleb.
Sorry, sorry I hit you, bro. I had my Vision Pro on.
somebody cut the cord.
Yeah. Sony boss Hiroki Totoki has offered what he called his quote-unquote frank impressions of the PlayStation business, suggesting its studio can do more to cut development costs. Right, so this is the new like head dude at Sony, apparently, this Totoki
He needs
guy.
to chill out, bro.
Yeah, he's like, rising development costs and increasing development schedules are 2 of the hottest topics within the video game industry right now. As huge layoffs devastate developers, the AAA business is seen as under threat with fears of a market crash. The release of data stolen from Sony a Sony-owned developer, Insomniac, last year revealed internal concern at the growing cost of the studio's games. So apparently, this is what Totoki has to say. I'm trying to just demonstrate leadership and trying to have as many meetings as possible with the management team. Also, visit studios. Everyone is working really hard to fulfill their responsibility to try to optimize the business, and I understand that. But overall growth and sustainable profitability or increasing margin, how will that translate to these goals? I don't think people understand that deeply. I think that it's this is the problem of the organization. So As
Damn.
far as I'm concerned,
I didn't realize there were so many problems with the organization. I thought PlayStation was doing pretty good. So.
he's a new CEO, like new head guy. He's like, so as far as I'm concerned, I'm trying to understand what is happening in the company, in the industry, and also the perspective of analysts, and try to explain in a transparent manner so people can recognize and notice these issues, so we can have a harmonized approach going forward. That is a very general comment since I became the chairperson. There are concrete points which I will not go into today, but basically he's saying they want to cut costs on development. So like,
Real quick, Jimmy Harding on Facebook said he's seen a Cybertruck in person the other day. Not a huge fan. The concept of it is pretty cool, but
yeah, I feel that. I
Yeah,
just
it's-
like the look of it. I
That's what
don't
I'm saying,
give
like
a
it-
fuck about how it actually works. Like, I just want more cars to look stupid. You know, like
You know, I was a big fan of those trucks that Ford made a while back that like were bubbly. You remember in like the early 2000s there was like that bubble truck that
what was-
came out?
I know
Fuck,
what
what was it called?
Was it Ford?
I think so.
don't think
Or
it was-
maybe it was Chevy.
I know what you're talking about. I don't think it was Ford. I know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about though,
Yeah.
right?
God damn it! What were they called?
God, I can't remember.
Because they weren't even really trucks. They were like a weird
But it was
concept.
like basically a truck. I mean,
yeah. I mean, it had a bed,
They
but
were
then
all
it, had,
bubbly and
it
weird.
almost looked like a PT Cruiser
It
got
looked like
morphed into a
SpongeBob's
truck.
fucking like.
Oh, yeah,
balloon
yeah, I know what
car.
you're
You know
talking
what I'm
about.
talking about?
yeah. But see,
Yeah.
I like things. I like that. I like
I do
thinking
too.
outside
I was
the
about to say I
box.
was a big fan of those. Like I
Yeah.
thought they were dope because they were just so different. You know what I mean? Like
Like I know most people want
a
performance.
Chrysler.
I don't want
what,
performance.
what was it
okay.
called though? Do you have a picture of
Oh,
it?
wait, hold on. Oh, fuck. No, I'm trying to find the exact what we're talking about. These are just PT Cruisers turned into trucks.
Yeah.
It
that's the-
basically was.
that-
I
yeah.
mean, it was very close. To
yeah,
what it was.
that's right.
But I want people to try new shit like this. I want cars that just don't seem optimal, but like are just cool as fuck
Yeah,
looking.
I'm with
Like,
that.
You know, like I feel like the coolest thing you get with vehicles now is like, oh, dude, it's a slab, or like
It
it's
was
a
a
low
Chevy.
rider or whatever. Like
Was
I
it
don't.
Chevy.
Yeah, the Chevy
I'm
SSR.
with you on that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Chevy SSR.
This
yeah.
SSR.
Yeah, that's it.
yes, bro. Those are dope to me. Like I don't know why.
It looks like it's straight out of like fucking like what's that the Scary Town, like with the worm and the apple, you know what I'm saying, like
Yes,
Oh
yeah.
shit. Yeah.
Fucking.
yeah, fucking let's get more like horror or like anime artists to make our vehicle designs. Like I want shit like that. Or video game designer, like video
Yeah.
game, like just do that shit. Like people will buy it, you know. I think. I don't know for a fact.
No, I don't.
All right.
I
but-
wouldn't imagine the SSR sold very well.
No, I don't think so. Otherwise, they'd probably still be making them.
But I'm out of news.
Anyways,
you go.
yeah, moving on. Some more positive news here. Remedy Entertainment has announced that Alan Wake 2 has sold 1.3 million copies as of February 2024. In a press release shedding more light on the game's post-launch performance, Remedy said that the sequel sold 1 million units by December 2023 and is now the fastest-selling game released by the developer.
Psych.
What?
Alan
Yeah.
Wake 2 sold over
I don't
50%
know.
more copies and over 3 times more digital copies in the first 2 months than Control did in its first 4 months. Remedy explained.
We the best.
Since its release in 2019, Control has sold over 4 million units, generating net revenue, shareable revenue between Remedy and publishing partner, excluding the blah blah blah, of approximately 100 million euros. A great game, can generate excellent long-tail sales. We will expect this to be the case with Alan Wake 2 as well. So Alan Wake 2 is doing great. It's making them a lot of money, a lot more money than Control, which I'm sure made them plenty of money in the first
Yeah.
place. So that's good. I'm glad Remedy's doing good. They deserve to do good for how good of a game and how much time and effort they put into their games. You know, like Sam Lake is a fucking creative genius, I think, and I
Oh,
feel
for
like
sure.
he definitely needs more credit. You know,
I'm excited for the Max Payne remakes or
Oh,
whatever
me
they
too,
are.
yeah.
Or reboots or whatever the fuck
that's
they
gonna
are.
be dope as fuck.
It sucks that the voice actor died.
It
already,
really does, man.
Before they could even get to work on him, apparently.
It's a
so.
shame.
But we've got AI. We could take his voice. We could disrespect his whole family.
Jamel, calm down.
We could do this, guys. Okay, but
We should
yeah.
just
Digital-
let Sam Lake do his own Finnish sounding ass
I
voice.
don't know. Yeah, that's gonna be too like I don't know. Too. He couldn't pull off the suave like comic booky, like what would you call it? Like what is that called? Noir. That noir voice. Like he's not going to be able to do it.
No.
Unfortunately,
They
he's got the
find
face for
somebody
it. You know,
though.
he's got the face for it. It's almost like they should just put his face in the game, but he doesn't have the voice.
I can't wait to see more AI necromancy.
They should let Mark Wahlberg do the voice since he was.
Please, God, no.
Just a
Anybody but
Boston
Mark
accent.
Wahlberg.
He was Max Payne in the live action
Yeah.
movie. You
He
know,
had the right face for it. Like I was okay with Mark Wahlberg's face as Max Payne. You know what I
Just
mean?
a-
it's a
Sounded-
transformer.
But yeah,
I don't know what's going on. Yeah, like just the fact that like that was the only thing I remember from that Transformers movie was him saying it's a transformer. Like that tells you no, he shouldn't be Max Payne.
Yeah, the Max Payne movie was just not that great.
No,
I wanted it to be.
it was very like what's it called? Supernatural.
Yeah.
Yeah, for no reason. Like I know
Yeah.
Max Payne is supernatural to an extent, but like they just went all
There's
out.
supernatural things at the
Aspect.
Yeah.
end, but it's like, you know, they
Yeah.
went way too far into it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I am out of news.
And
Sign?
it's mostly like drug related shit. It's not like, you know, really.
Yeah, it's like-
Superpowers from drugs.
No, it's supposed to be him like tripping. Like it's like, is this real or is it not real? Like that kind of thing. Like the whole time you don't know if it's real or not. You know?
Because you have 2 other games in the entire series that like don't have any kind of supernatural shit
No.
at all going on. You know what I mean? Like
But it is supernatural because it relates to
that one
control.
control.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Well, technically, okay. I don't think technically it's like in the same universe. You know what I mean? Like
no, it is though. It was just written like it's not real, but it's.
I think
Sam.
Sam Lake has mentioned that I don't think he can like legally say it's in the same universe.
No,
you know what I'm saying? Because
But he wants it to be.
Yeah.
Like so that's why he created like the non Max Payne.
the only thing
in-
that connects the world of Max Payne to the other games, which are heavily connected, like, is the Night Springs TV show that's in Max Payne. You know what I mean?
But like he retrospectively or retroactively makes them part of that game. Like by having Max Payne appear in Alan Wake 2, he would just with a different name.
yeah.
Yeah, like so he basically confirms that they are in the same universe in that, but he does.
But
I
if he
don't
had
know.
a different name,
I don't think it's
Maybe just
I
a
think
homage?
I think it's more of an homage. Yeah.
Dude, no
I don't
way.
think I think it's more of a nod to his previous work than anything. I think he just likes the smoky noir character with his face on it. You know what I mean?
the
Like,
gritty,
yeah.
fucking
Yeah, well, it's I don't know. Alex Casey is supposed to be Max Payne. They just couldn't use the name because of
Rights.
like IP
Yeah.
issues. So
Yeah.
technically, it is.
Yeah.
Like,
But it's not because he doesn't have the name, Jamel. Just let it go.
no. But anyways, you guys out of
I
news?
feel like Max Payne would beat the shit out of Alex Casey. I'm
Ooh.
just saying,
Ooh.
straight up.
I
mean,
got no dog
straight
in this
up.
fight.
Straight up.
I also don't. I haven't played Alan Wake 2, but like
Max Payne was just like murdering like whole buildings full of people with like
in
just-
slow mo, dude.
That's-
Yeah.
That's the other thing. He could use time like
Dilation.
manipulation, like.
And Max Payne doesn't care, you know.
No, I'm
He
just
doesn't
saying.
Give a shit. I'm
He's
just saying.
what do they call those like in the control world? Like what are those like big events?
I don't think he's using time dilation so much as eating a shitload of painkillers to heal himself and just being so fucked up that the world seems slow to him.
Dude, that would mean like every like painkiller meth head person could just like use time dilation to
Well,
like shoot
yeah.
people.
Could if you're a
Dude,
badass super
you get-
fueled cop that's fucking
I mean, if you get fucked up enough, time is completely relative to your own.
Tell that to the
experience.
bullets flying at your face. Time is relative, bro. All right, dodge this. Like I
You're
don't.
like, "Ooh," and then it's just
It's like, yeah, see, to me, bullets are a lot slower. It's like, I don't know. But anyways,
man, it's a video game. Yeah?
No, but
it
I'm-
was
I'm-
hot at the time.
it
you
was
know?
hot at the time, but I think he retroactively wants to make that an anomaly, is what he was saying. Like the whole thing with Max Payne.
Did Sam Lake directly say this? Like,
Yes.
putting words in the same.
No, a
words.
Sam Lake on Max Payne anomaly, because he's mentioned like in Control, but like as a different name, you know.
Because we can't. I mean, we can't just like. I know that Alex Casey, the character, is probably based on Max Payne, but like, you know, to say that it's the same character just because with a different name, you know, that's a little bit of a stretch. You know, they have different backstories and shit. You know what I mean? Like,
here we go. Says Alex Casey's model is based after Sam Lake, who was also the body model for Max Payne, one of Remedy Entertainment, blah, 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 blah.
and that's another obvious, like, you know, line you draw in your mind because they're both, I mean, you know, it's obviously Max Payne standing there in the game because it's like fucking Sam Lake's face pasted onto this fucking detective-looking character. You know what I mean? Like, your brain just wants it to be Max Payne really bad. You know what I mean?
But it's not, Jamo.
Yeah, I don't know. Apparently... It's like a 50-50 thing. Like, a lot of people think he is.
That's another reason why he probably did it, was to, like, bring up more talking points. Like,
for Max Payne.
Alan Wake 2 is, like, the whole like, vibe of the game is just being mysterious as hell and, like, bringing, like, points up for, like, you know, fans to speculate on and shit. You know, like, there's tons of little Easter eggs in the game, like Audie the janitor and, you know, like, the symbols on the doors and stuff. And, you know, like... I don't know.
Okey pokey, dokey dopo.
I fucking love that guy, dude. Like,
he's like, hello, what are you doing?
Dude, and fucking, they have a whole like dance sequence.
He's literally
with him
that
in
guy.
Alan Wake 2. It's so fucking.
He's
great.
just the janitor in the Control like building, you know. But I don't know. I think I honestly think that he is part of that universe, and I think in the future it's gonna be shown. You'll see. Just watch. I'm betting on it.
What we got for this week's release?
Yeah, this week's hot releases. We're done with the video game news. This week's hot releases, Nightingale's it, and that's coming to PC on February 20th.
What's that?
It's
like
the one where you hop to different realms, and it's a survival crafting builder.
Yeah.
It looked really cool.
It's made by a BioWare guy, somebody who left BioWare.
Is it?
Yeah, so I think that's why there was a lot of expectations for this.
Yeah. Well, it looked really cool in all the
I just don't like survival
trailers.
games that much, you know? Like, it's got to be, like, something real special for me to play a survival game. Like, even, like, Power World didn't really suck me in, you know what I mean? Like,
this one had a pretty neat, like, take on the different biomes that you could go to. So you have, like, this portal thing, and you put these cards, and it determines how the fucking, like, universe or whatever the fuck you go to.
See, my thing is, it's not the survival elements that I don't like. It's the lack of, like, story.
Yeah.
I want to have, like, a purpose in my world. You know what I mean? Like, that's the reason I think I could get behind Fallout 76 versus other games where it's, like, base building, survival, like, base stuff.
I think this one does have a story, though.
Like, if you get,
it's a BioWare guy. I'm pretty sure there's a story.
If there's a story, I'll fuck with it. You know what I mean? Like,
but the
gameplay is bad.
Look up some combat gameplay. It is
so
jarring. So there's like some really horrible disconnect between the FOV, like the FPV, like the first person view that you see and like the arms and stuff is.
It's just animations.
It
the
looks
animations
completely separate
are bad.
from the rest of the game. There's no depth. Like when he swings, there's no depth of it getting closer.
It feels like Doom, like original Doom.
Oh,
like,
interesting.
Like
It's
you're just
weird
like
as fuck.
swinging and then like damage is done.
Yeah,
basically.
And like say like I saw a video of them fighting like a wolf, and he like swung at the wolf, and his arm like did not change in depth perception to the wolf, and it's like so static and just jarring.
That's really strange.
And,
I've had that experience in VR before, which is something that's really weird to me.
That's
like there was a game
worse.
called Megaton Rainfall that I played back in the day.
Yeah, that's like the city destruction thing.
Yeah, and it was like the game felt like my hands and like the beams and lasers and shit that you shoot out of your hands and stuff all feel like flat in front of you. Like you don't have any depth to your hands. Like it's like you got like
in VR that's
it was
bad.
really weird, dude. It was like having like weird little pancakes for hands, and like fucking the lasers you shot didn't feel like they were going anywhere. Like it was really weird because like there was depth to the world, but not like the UI on your like.
No, and that's exactly how this fucking Nightingale looks.
Yeah.
Just look up a video of Nightingale combat. You'll see exactly what we're talking about.
Oh, okay.
It's weird.
Yeah.
There's a horrible disconnect there.
Dang. That's
Yeah.
a shame. I really
looks
need
cool.
I need something good to play. You know what I mean? Otherwise, I'm gonna end up killing Brainiac 13 times.
Could
you know?
go spread some democracy with me.
I might have to, man. If y'all are playing, y'all on
The
the
servers ever
Discord
get-
whenever y'all play, or what?
Yeah.
Like, okay,
Yeah.
I
So
might have to
me,
actually get on the Discord one of these days.
yeah, me and our other buddy or Brian. I think you know Brian.
Yep.
Yeah.
Me and Brian have it right now.
Okay, cool.
But like I said,
You can do up to 4 players,
yeah, it's 4 per.
so we
party.
could run a little squad ski.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that'd
yeah.
be fun.
Yeah, and it's just chaos the whole time.
Okay, I might get it. I've been really bogged down
So-
with work though, so.
But just I would wait until tomorrow or a couple days
For the
for them to
update.
figure
yeah, let me
figure
know
out
when
their
they
technical
iron
issues.
everything out for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. Because right now it's just fucking frustrating.
But anyways, that's it for upcoming games. Let's go into Chat GP trivia.
Ah, yes.
Well, the Chat GPT provides us with a list
What,
of trivia questions
What
that
topic
from Brent's
should we do today?
topic.
That's a real good question. What topic should we do today, guys?
You
Where it's gonna be Hawks or some bullshit if y'all don't come up with something.
okay? Fine, don't do that.
we did animals last time. I thought.
Yeah, we did animals recently.
Let's see.
Um,
Let's think about what we've talked about on the
Uh,
show today. PlayStations,
We've done-
fighting. We've really covered a lot of like
Topic.
bases. Yeah.
Just tell it. Give me trivia questions.
Okay.
Like, just make it
Yeah.
general and
Give me
hard trivia
10
questions
hard
With
trivia
answers.
Oh boy,
questions.
with answers.
it's gonna throw some fucking curveballs at us. I already see it. Or it's all just gonna be easy as fuck.
Yeah,
No in between.
we got it.
I'm gonna say Who Wants to Be a Millionaire style. So it gives it to us in a format where there's like four
questions.
answers.
Yeah. Wait. Wait.
Yeah.
All right, here we go, guys.
Okay.
Okay, it did not do it Who Wants to Be a Millionaire style, but that's okay. Get ready. What is the smallest country in the world
No, we lost.
by land area?
Smallest country or
That's-
continent?
Country.
Cuba?
Ooh.
No.
I'm gonna say
Damn, smaller than Cuba.
I don't even know many countries.
It's
I'm
weird,
American.
but like, okay, here's a hint.
Okay.
It's a country that's called a city. It is a city. It's a city and a country.
Oh, the fucking Vatican.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
got it. Okay, good
Okay,
job.
That's
nice.
right. I
There we
completely
go.
forgot.
Good
Yeah,
job.
the Vatican is considered its own country.
Okay.
It's fucking weird.
Hell yeah.
Vatican
really
City?
weird.
Like,
Good
I don't
job.
know. What is it? What
It is
what
called the Vatican City. Yes.
Okay. All right. I didn't know that.
That's
Yeah.
very
That's like the Catholic
good job, Devin.
home
Yeah.
home thing. Yeah, it's like the
Nice.
main Catholic place, right?
Well, I
Yeah.
know that, but I didn't know it
Oh.
was considered a country.
Yeah, it gets really weird when you look into that.
All right. Question number 2. In what year did the Titanic sink in the Atlantic Ocean on its maiden
Fuck.
voyage?
Oh,
I'll give you 3
I know it's the
guesses.
Yeah, let's like,
1800s.
make up some guesses on it.
It's either early 1900s or late 1800s.
It's early 1900s.
Is it early?
It's for sure.
Is it 19 or
I'll
18?
give you one clue. It is early 1900s.
Okay.
Yeah, well, I gave that clue.
Well, I mean, Jamel.
Well, I
didn't know
Jamel
for
wasn't
sure,
on the
yeah.
fence there.
I'm gonna say 1901.
Okay, what's your guess, Devin?
Well, it was before. It had to have been before the Great Depression. Because
I like the thought you're putting.
yeah,
into this, for sure.
there weren't.
They had money to be going
Yeah, I
on
was
this
about to
voyage.
say, it was before the Great Depression, so I'm gonna go 1922.
Ooh, you're close. But
What is it?
okay. Guess one more time. Everybody, guess one more time.
Okay,
1926.
Oh no, you got further away.
20.
1918. I don't know.
Oh, you were even closer.
Yeah.
All right, I'll go
God
ahead and
damn
give
it,
it to
yeah,
you.
just-
It's 1912.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I was closer than he was technically with 1901.
You were closest without going over. So there you
yeah,
go.
nah, I like.
if we
you
were
know,
Prices writing it right now, you would
I
definitely.
would have had that.
I was also going off of what's her name still being alive back when the fucking movie was made.
You talking about the old lady in the movie?
Yeah.
That was like the
It's
heart of
been
the sea.
84 years. Wait.
She wasn't actually in the
101?
Titanic.
Oh,
That was just some random lady,
Is
right?
this a story?
huh?
I don't think that was a real lady that was on the Titanic, was it?
I don't know. You
No.
can probably look it up.
Definitely. I feel like that was just some
I mean,
actress.
there are like passenger logs of people that were on the Titanic. Like, I went to a Titanic
Yeah.
museum one time, and when you buy your ticket to the museum, they give you they assign you a person that was really on the Titanic as your person, and then at the end of the tour, they tell you if your person survived or not. So it was kind of cool.
It's kind of fucked up.
It was a little morbid. I mean, the whole museum was fucked up. Like, but it was really cool.
The oldest living survivor of the Titanic was Milvina Dean. She was just 9 weeks old when her family boarded the Titanic.
Yeah, I was about to say.
She never publicly spoke about the Titanic until September 1st, 1985, when the wreck was found. She lived to be 97, dying in 2009.
Yeah, dude.
What about
Okay,
He's
he's talking about the lady in the movie.
I don't.
She's not legit. Like, she was just an actress.
On now.
I'm telling you.
Well, I mean, obviously the lady in the movie isn't the real
But she's
lady.
based
but,
off of
is,
someone.
Is she based off of somebody? Yeah, that's what I want.
She's based off of all of them. You know.
So no, the lady was just an actress in the movie.
No, I know that.
And
Okay.
then, although born and
Is
raised,
she based on a real person? That's
Dude,
what
there
I
was
wanna
no
know.
Leo and there was none of that actually happened. That was
No,
like Steven
you
so
don't-
nobody
Spielberg.
got painted like the
Hey,
French
look,
girl.
man, I'm just saying, man, it could that might not have all happened, but they could have just picked two random names off
No,
the
it was-
real
it was
roster.
I mean, it wasn't
Like,
even
you know
Steven
what I mean?
Spielberg. It was James Cameron, bro. He wrote The Terminator. Dude's just trying to make a movie. You know what
No,
I'm
it
saying?
was completely fictional.
Okay,
Yeah, like
Not even based off anybody on the ship.
okay, thank you. That's what I wanted.
yeah. It was like basically like it was like, hey, let's tell a story about a young poor guy going on to this rich people ship, and he's stealing all their women.
And then he dies.
I'm just saying
Listen-
it wouldn't have been shit to pick two dead people off the fucking roster and
Yeah,
just
yeah,
be
yeah.
like, you know what I mean? Like,
Make up a
Yeah.
story about him.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Question number 3. Which element has the highest melting point of any substance?
Oh, I know this one, but I don't know it. Damn it. The highest melting point?
The highest melting point.
So if we're talking melting points, then it has to be a metal.
Mm-hmm.
It's a metal element.
It's a heavy ass metal.
Oh, it's a heavy one.
Plutonium.
Maybe not that heavy.
What's that?
Wait, is plutonium heavy? I don't know.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
It's like one of the
Very
heaviest
dense.
elements. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of alloy. I don't know.
Highest melting point.
Is
Titanium, I guess.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say it. No.
Tritium.
Can I
T?
give it to you?
Yeah. Well, unless you got something.
So it starts with a T.
Maybe.
No, wait. Give us a clue. What's it start with?
Starts with a T.
Yeah. Well, because he thought I was gonna say it with titanium. So
Make the titanium sound with your mouth real quick. Titanium.
is it not titanium? I don't know.
I don't
don't-
know.
yeah, I don't
what
know.
the fuck is it?
It's tungsten.
Tungsten.
I would
God,
have
what?
never thought
Yeah,
of
that
that.
was so misleading. I didn't even consider. Damn, I didn't think about tungsten as a metal. Fuck.
Yeah, I thought that
That
was
was like
just
a composite something other.
it's a
I know
type
they
of
put it
train.
in bullets sometimes to make them fucking, fuck people up. I don't know what the tungsten bullets do, but that's a thing apparently.
They just don't melt.
I guess not, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, question number 4.
Jesus.
Who wrote the national anthem of the United
Francis Scott Keys.
States? Baby!
Look, dude. He wrote that shit while a war was happening, all right? I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what I was told. He was like in the ship. There was fucking ramparts exploding in the air, and he was just like,
I thought he was like in
and the
jail.
rockets red glare. And they were just like, damn, bro, that shit fucking slaps.
slaps,
We should
bro.
make that like our whole country's thing. But anyway.
He's just writing bangers out there. All right, question number 5, not 2. What is the capital city of New Zealand?
Oh, I know this one. Oh, fuck.
Fuck.
Gosh. What's it start with? Come on.
It starts with.
Oh, Melbourne. No, that's Australia. God damn it.
I'll tell you what. I'll give you.
It's
That's
close enough.
Sydney, I thought.
Melbourne. Yeah. Fucking.
It starts with a W.
Oh, maybe I don't know this one.
I'll give you a better clue. It's
Okay.
also the
Damn.
name of a popular Gordon Ramsay dish.
Oh, Wellington.
Yeah.
Oh, nope. Didn't know that.
There you
Okay.
go.
Yeah, I didn't know it either, but we know it now. Well, apparently we know like
mean,
the popular Gordon Ramsay dish, but we don't know New Zealand's capital.
Fucking beef one.
All right, number 6.
I've never had beef Wellington. It
Me
looks
neither.
good.
It's pretty good. You
It
should
looks
have
like
some.
it looks like it could be really fucked up though if somebody doesn't know how to cook it
Yeah, for sure. It's all about if you can cook the pastry right.
all the way
'cause
through, right?
Yeah, you
Well,
want
and the meat all the way through too, right?
Well, yeah, but like the meat's just cooking a fucking
Oh.
steak. It,
I just want it. I don't know. It just looks good. I can already imagine what it tastes like, even though I've never had it.
The weird thing is there's like a mustardy layer on it or something like
Yeah.
that. It's kind of strange. It's good though. It's just different. You know what I mean? Anyways,
it's
I'm
British food. So.
Yeah.
question number 6. The ancient city of Petra is located in which
Jordan.
Ho-ho-ho.
I've been there.
Damn, boy, you good though. All right. Question number 7.
It was so beautiful, dude. It's one of the craziest things in the world.
Really?
Yeah, it's actually one of the wonders of the world, apparently. Like one of the 7 wonders or whatever. It's like a city completely etched out of like rock. Like,
What?
yeah, it's pretty dope.
That's cool.
You should go.
I should go.
Just go to Jordan, dude.
Wait, so what are the 7 wonders of the world?
There's like the
Can
Hanging
we
Gardens.
look this up? I know that like the pyramids in Giza are one, right?
Yeah, and then the Hanging Gardens.
Hold on.
Like
And then there's Petra.
The Colosseum, Petra,
Niagara Falls or something.
Chichen Itza in Mexico.
Chichen Itza, I've been
Chichen
there.
Itza. Yeah.
That's actually really fucking cool. Can I
Huh?
talk about that? Because, like, okay, Chichen Itza is like this Mayan fucking temple in Mexico, which is like super cool. You can go there really easily if you're in Mexico. It's like cheap to fly there and stuff. But you can go up to the temple there, right? And they've got like these stone pedestals, and every like equinox, the sun will like set on the pedestals and shit.
It's so
and
cool.
like they have like the way the temple is built, it's like acoustics like reverberate like sound that is like sent at it and sends it back to you in
I've
the
seen
sound of
videos
like
of
a
this.
chirping bird.
Yep.
So like apparently the Mayans would like hit like stone instruments and different like things and like make music off of this pyramid. Like the pyramid is like a giant instrument.
Yeah,
Basically.
it's like the original dubstep, dude.
It's fucking crazy. Like
Yeah, while they were
but you
sacrificing
can
people,
clap
ripping their
and
hearts out
like
of
when
their
you
chest.
clap it comes back to you like a fucking
They're all doing
Oh, dude.
crazy, like,
they were like-
hallucinogens, and then everybody's just down there raving while they're just like, dum, dum, dum.
Bro, they were out there playing like basketball and chopping each other's heads off and shit.
Oh,
over
yeah,
it.
dude.
It was
ripping
crazy.
ripping their hearts out.
Yeah.
while they were still alive.
Apocalyptica, dude. Have you seen that movie? It's fucked up, dude.
So
haven't.
and then
Watch that shit.
Christ the Redeemer in Brazil, the giant Christ
Oh yeah,
statue.
okay, that guy.
Yeah, that
That
guy, Jesus. Oh, that guy.
Machu Picchu in Peru, Taj Mahal in India, and then the Great Wall of China.
Wait, the Hanging Gardens aren't on there?
Was that 7?
I don't know. I didn't
I
hear
thought
you
that was
mention.
one of the first ones.
I didn't hear you even mention it.
No,
It's not on there.
Uh-uh.
Did they
No.
just?
Colosseum,
I always thought
Petra,
the Hanging Gardens
Chichen
were one.
Itza, Christ the Redeemer, Machu Picchu, Taj Mahal, Great Wall of China.
Oh, the Hanging Gardens aren't there anymore. Or like it's just like
Or was that a myth?
Says no, they were one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world listed by Hellenic culture. They were described as a remarkable feat of engineering with an ascending series of tiered gardens containing a wide variety of trees, shrubs,
Oh,
and vines,
tight.
assembling a large green mountain constructed of mud bricks. It was said to have been built in the ancient city of Babylon near present-day Hela, Babel province in Iraq. The Hanging Gardens name is derived from the Greek word, blah, 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 blah. But what happened to it? According
So
to
6 of the original ancient 7 wonders of the world have been largely destroyed or disappeared. That's why the list has been
Damn.
updated.
Wow.
Yeah,
so
'cause
they just had to
motherfuckers
get
can't leave
new
shit alone.
wonders, man?
Yeah, like, this one's kind of wondrous. I sometimes wonder about this one here, so we could do this.
Damn.
Yeah.
That sucks,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
That sucks that we can't just like
Hey,
have these wonders.
Lost
you
to
know?
history.
yeah.
All right. Well, moving on from that. What is the only mammal capable of true flight? We've asked this question before.
Bats.
bat.
It's
Yeah.
the bat.
Yeah.
In the world of... Oh, come on, dog.
Me if I
In
jump
the
off this
world
balcony.
of computing, what does CPU stand for?
Crunchy potato units.
You got it! Yeah!
Oh,
Computer
that was
processor.
disappointing.
No, what is it, though? For real.
Computer processing unit.
What's it really, though?
Wait, is that not it?
Holy shit, am I wrong? Oh fuck.
Central process.
Oh, fucking
God
A.
damn it.
Yeah, I knew that. I hate it. That's one of those things where it's just like because we said computers and like in my
that's
brain.
what I would have said too.
Well,
for
then,
real.
yeah, I mean, everybody
central
says.
process.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
It's correct. Yeah, technically.
and
it's
nobody's
correct.
gonna be like, "Oh, you're wrong," you know.
Yeah. It is the processing unit
Yeah.
of the computer.
Yeah.
the central one.
Centrally
Centrally,
located.
yeah.
Yeah. On the motherboard.
Nah, man, my CPU's on the outside. What do you mean?
Oh, this is a hard one here. Okay.
Bet.
Who was the first woman to win a Nobel Prize?
Eve. No, I thought it was the first woman.
According to whose religion?
Oh,
Okay, to
jeez.
win the Nobel Prize.
Yeah. Clue, it happened in 1903.
What was it for?
It says the only person to win a Nobel Prize in 2 different scientific fields.
Wait, so she wasn't the first one to win the Nobel Prize, or she was the
She was
first woman to win the
it.
She
Nobel.
won it twice.
Yes,
Damn,
in
two
2
different
different
fields.
scientific fields.
Oh.
Damn.
I have no idea what it was for though either time. So
Is it someone that we would know? Is it like
if you're like a fucking history buff, probably, but like
does the name sound familiar?
yeah. I mean, but like vaguely. It's not
I
like
don't-
she's not like fucking Rosa Parks or somebody. You know what I
don't
mean?
know.
What's the first letter in her name?
like, M?
Merriam-Webster.
I thought you
I
had
don't
it
know.
for a second.
Is it Miriam?
It's Marie Curie.
I have
Okay.
no idea.
Yeah.
You've heard it before, right?
What did she do?
She
though?
made the
Look it up.
the
She's
culinary.
She probably fucking changed the world. And
Yeah,
we're sitting
she
here
made curry,
disrespecting
dude.
the
I was about to
shit
say
out
if
of
she
her.
won 2 Nobel prizes in 2 different. Yeah, no, she definitely changed the world in a significant way.
Yeah, look up what our girl Marie Curie did.
She
for
brought
the
she
I
brought
think it's
curry
in
to the world.
It's in medicine,
Oh, really?
I
Yeah.
think.
in one of them. The other one's curry making.
Yeah, it's got to be curry. Like Marie
Oh
Curie.
no. Well, yeah. So first one is discovery of radium and
Holy
polonium.
Holy shit!
And then her
So
her
like
huge
basically
contribution.
she invented like X-rays and shit, like or what? Like,
Probably like a new element, 2 new elements.
holy shit! So she
Or
discovered the
discovered
elements.
2 elements.
Holy fuck!
She was basically
Radium and
Bob Lazar.
And then her huge contribution to finding treatments for cancer. So it's also
Wow.
so I guess
Yeah.
it probably played into maybe that's when like chemo and shit. I don't know
yeah,
how
she
far
probably
chemo goes
radiation
back.
therapy and
Yeah.
shit. She probably has a big part in like.
Damn.
Thanks, public education. I don't know anything.
Yeah,
Right?
right. You know who started the Nobel Prize, right?
No, somebody with Nobel
The
in
guy
their
who
name.
created dynamite.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
That's
he,
what's
up. Yeah.
and before the Nobel Prize and shit came around, he was referred to as the Merchant of Death.
Damn.
Damn.
Well, let's
Well,
get
you know.
prizes from him.
Talk about changing your image, you know. All
Yeah.
right.
I'm pretty sure. I'll double check myself on that. But
No, that I think I've heard that before actually.
Oh.
All right. Question number 10.
Alfred Nobel was known for creating dynamite and wanted to like change his reputation, so he created a prestigious award. I think awarded it to himself, but then made it a thing to award like huge changes in or huge like
I'm gonna do that shit to
Advancements.
I'm be like, yo, you just won the Jamel Al Jaffa Award, baby. I got it first though. I had it, but now you have it.
You're in an exclusive club.
You're an exclusive club. It's like it's me, Brent Bass, Devin Mayer, a couple of other people, but you know, welcome. Anyways,
All right. Last question. What is the term for a word that is spelled the same forwards and backwards?
oh
an
god,
anagram. No, not an anagram.
No,
It's
you're
a.
close though.
Oh my gosh, it's
a
a.
banana.
A bananagram.
Fuck! What?
Wait,
Damn
say
it.
it again. Just
Say
say
it.
that again.
What is the term for a word that is spelled the same?
A parallelogram.
No, but you're almost closer.
God dang it.
For some reason,
Does
my
it start
brain-
with a P?
Yeah.
It's a palindrome.
Yeah, you got it.
I knew it was something dumb.
my dumbass brain immediately went to soliloquy, and I was like, "That's not."
Soliloquy. No, that's like a
That's
a poem.
You're saying
or
something
like
to an audience, but talking to yourself.
That's a
Yeah.
no. That's a monologue.
No, soliloquy is speaking, like basically speaking to yourself, but with an audience present.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's like
Oh,
whenever
okay.
you come out in the play and you like, you're like talking to like, I think so. Look it up. Let's find out.
No, it is. I literally came across this definition the other day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, an act of speaking one's thoughts aloud when by oneself or regardless of any hearers or yeah.
So basically, just being like,
I'm pretty sure an anagram is whenever it's like 3 letters and they all represent a word in the. Is that right?
No, that's not an anagram.
What's an anagram?
Wait, that could
word
be an anagram.
or a word, phrase, or name formed by rearranging the letters of another, such as
Oh, so like
cinema
Tom
form.
Riddle making
Yeah.
Voldemort?
Yeah,
okay,
that's
that's
an
an
anagram.
anagram.
Yep.
Got
Yeah.
it.
Ooh,
Okay.
we need more anagrams
Yeah,
in the world.
I like anagrams.
a lot better than Tenet.
They're just fun, you know?
I think a long time ago, I used to use my name backwards for like usernames of games, like Flash games and shit, like just spelling my name backwards.
Your
Novid.
Novid.
That's dope.
Oh, your first name. I was like
Yeah.
thinking of your last name.
Uram.
Your Ram. That sounds cooler.
Does it? Novid sounds tight.
Novid is cool too. Mine's just Lamage. Like I sound French.
Lamage.
That sounds tight, too.
Sacre bleu.
Sugar blue. Lamage.
It is Lamage.
Well, it might be like Snurb.
Brent. So B
It's a
R
nerb.
E N T. Yeah.
Nerb. The T is silent.
T-nerb.
Snurb.
Dinner.
And Sab.
Mine is not cool at all.
Hello, I am Lamage and this is dinner.
Now say Al Jaffa backwards.
Oh, fuck that.
Oh, jeez.
I don't even say it forwards. But anyways, remember everybody, wait, that was it, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Please, God.
You've been listening to GameSpeak Podcast, courtesy of GameSpeakPodcast.com. The show posts for free every Wednesday on all podcast platforms, but you can watch it live before anyone else on twitch.tv/GameSpeak Podcast every Monday evening at 7:50. Be sure to join
too
us
late,
in
we
the rest
gotta
of the
end it.
GameSpeak community. The dsc.gg/GameSpeak Podcast. Check out our other video content on YouTube. And if you want to stay up to date with your boys, you can find us on Facebook by our names. And check out the GameSpeak Podcast Instagram. Until next time, listeners.
Later.